Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Black sun in the hizzle, all for shizzle dizzle. Oh, we got an excellent one here today. Oh, we got an excellent one here today. See, y'all might have heard these stories already, but it's not official until Black Sun puts his finger down on the post. When Black Sun puts his finger on the post, it is official. It is official. Officiality dally. So I have a headline here. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Um, y'all do see the title. Let's see. Who's Lawrence Johnson? I don't know who Lawrence Johnson is. I don't know these clowns. I don't know who this is. Oh, wait a minute. I think I might know. Okay, so who this is. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sitting up here on Facebook. I'm trying to get to my messenger. I'm not here to accept any friend invites. I'm just here to give the news today. Okay, to give the news today. So let me see. I got one, two. I got three articles. Ah, got three articles. Boom. That's one. And they're all by the Atlanta Journal Constitution. Let's see if they're all. No, one's by Newsweek, one's by Atlanta Journal Constitution, and the last one is by. What is the last one by? The last one is also by. Let's see here. Let's see here. It's coming in, and I believe this is the. Okay, this last one is this semaphore. Semaphore. Okay, so allow. Dismiss. I don't want no alerts. Okay, y'all. So let's get started. Let's get started with this thing. So, oh, whoa, wait. There was one more. Damn, there was one more. Let's see. So we got four articles. My bad. We got four today. Yeah, this is a mega. Yeah, we got four of them today. So, let's see here. I know that I had the other one here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me get rid of this one and let me pull up. Let's see what is see Georgia. Georgia case. Okay, so wait, Georgia, Washington, media. Okay, so MD already. I thought I pulled the article where. No. I don't want the video. I gotta just pull it up now because fucking states. Let's do this, yo, because apparently, oh boy, let's see. Okay, so y'all, I'm trying to, for some reason, full list of states wanting to keep the Biden. Pull trigger to plan to remove Biden from ballots. I want a list of all the states. Okay, we'll just go with this one right here, which is very interesting. Main NBC. Let's see. Okay, let's start with this one. This is let me just give y'all a full list of states that want to kick Biden off the ballot. Sterling, what's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh man, it's going good, man. I got some articles that I think you'll be interested in. You'll definitely be interested in.
Oh, yeah, I saw the title of it.
HEH Chris.
Oh shit, I'm getting a call. Hold on, yo, hold on.
Yeah, you good? I'm gonna give a shout out to the chat real quick while he's on the phone. Who we got in here? All I can see is Twin Pyramid. How we doing, Twin? I see who else on the screen is Deacon. How you doing? Anybody else? What's up, chat? How y'all doing? Yeah. So I saw the title was trying to keep Biden off the ballot. So, or that was the thumbnail or whatever. Um, so yeah, I'm ready to get into that for sure.
I'm sorry about that, man. No, I mean, I
Well,
do contract work, and I like to get calls the night before, not the day of at fucking 9. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm
no, you
sorry.
good. You good.
Damn.
Make that money.
No, I mean it's too late. I get paid by the load.
Oh, so you can't even do it. You can't even pick it up.
No, because I have to start in order to get a good load count. I have to start at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like I have to get up
Okay.
at 5 in order to get a certain amount of loads. Going right now, I'll just be wasting gas. I'll just be
I
wasting.
understand.
Yeah, it doesn't. It damn just serves no fucking purpose, man.
Yeah,
I'm
my
sorry.
truck. No, you good. You good. No, don't ever be mad about that. Handle your business. Yeah, my friend who drives trucks, he's up every day. Now that you say that, like 5, 6 a.m.
Yeah,
or he's
yeah,
working
that
12,
yeah
13
that
hours. Yeah,
yeah. We don't get up at get a call at 9 a.m. and you know what I'm saying. No, we get
yeah,
up. It's just like yo, get with the program. Shit,
yeah, yeah. I
shit.
can do it.
Okay,
I can do it tomorrow.
right.
You know. Yeah.
There, all right, there you go. There you go. Exactly, man. Exactly. So,
Well, we got
um,
better thing. We got better things to do anyway. We're about to chop it up.
oh, we about to drop it. Right, exactly. Yeah. I can't make no money if I go now. I can't. You got to consider traffic. Then by the time I get there, then it's just like it's a wrap. Yeah, it's a wrap, man. Okay. So
Well, yeah.
go ahead, Sterling.
Well, make sure you put your cash app out there, and you need to get paid off of this too.
Oh, right,
Everybody's
right, right.
tipping.
Well, you too, man. You too, man. Because you bring the fire, man.
I got nothing. You'll find this out real quick. Like I'm either like on point or I'm completely off. So like yeah, I feel
Okay,
like I'm
well,
off today. We'll
I
see.
got 4 articles today that I want to definitely get your. I definitely want to get your take, brother, because um. So as you see the title, Texas, Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania, they're saying if they kick Trump off the ballot, they're going to kick. Oh, and also Missouri. I didn't mention Missouri. I just found out Missouri is on board with this too. Oh, and also Florida. Florida is thinking about this also. That if they kick Trump off the ballot, then they're going to kick Biden off the ballot.
And like yeah, I saw that. I seen that. And there's a lot to be said about that. And we really do
Right,
have to dig into the details, which I'm sure your articles, will do a much better job than me. But it's not even on the same states. Like it was what, like Colorado and Maine that are trying to get Trump kicked off. And
right,
it's
yeah,
not like it's not those same states trying to kick Biden off to like somehow make it even or something. No, it's separate states. It's completely different states. And
right.
I don't know how. I guess we can get into it, as it comes up.
Okay.
Um, but it's which ballot is important for people to know about. What ballot are we talking about? And I mean, I already know the answer to that, but that's something we got to talk about, and then the reasons behind them. But yeah, I'm sure we'll get into all this.
Okay, so do you think it's the same people that's trying to bolster Nikki Haley to get him off the primaries? 'Cause I think that's where you're going, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Sort of, kind of. What I think, and I think we might have touched on this in the last one, is when we start prosecuting our political opponents,
Right,
like I don't think it's good for the country. They do this in third world countries,
right. I
and
agree. I agree.
in Brazil, in Russia, um, so this is what happens once Trump's calling for Clinton to be locked up. They want to lock up Trump. And then once they want to lock up Trump, then they want to lock up Biden. And it's going to be an escalation. Once they kick Trump off, now they're going to kick Biden off. Now, me personally, I'm fine with it. Kick them all off. Open it up for like an independent or a third party. But,
Yeah, but don't you take away people's right to vote? Because I mean, I understand the pushback, but I'm like, damn, now you're infringing upon the people who want to vote for Biden and Trump, and I don't think that you should hurt them in the process. But I mean, I
it's disenfranchisement to a degree.
it is, it is.
Yeah, it's taking away the candidate that the people want. And the people, the Republicans aren't the ones saying we don't want Trump on the ballot. You know, it's the Democrats telling the Republicans who they can vote for, and vice versa. And it's almost like did y'all not see the next move coming? Like, are y'all not playing chess? What did you think was going to happen? Did you think you was just going to get away with this and there wouldn't be any form of retaliation?
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Now.
Right. And it's almost like, because I partially agree with you, because it's almost like this has to happen in order for the Democrats to get their lesson, because if they play this game, they're going to lose, because you got more red states than blue states. And Michigan already said, which is a swing state, they're already going to keep Trump on the ballot. So it kind of puts Biden at a disadvantage.
And, you know, if Biden thought for a minute, oh, well, they can't touch me, they can't get me, I hadn't done all that. You know, that's them, that's their side. They, you know, he was being messy, not me.
Right.
And what did they charge Biden with? How are they trying to get Biden on? Like, my point is, and we'll get into it, but they'll fabricate some stuff. They'll stretch, you know, they'll be grasping at straws. And if he thought for a minute that they wouldn't find some reason to get him off, like, I mean, come on. I wonder, like, did they not see the shit?
Right. And shout out to MD. I think me, you, and MD, we had a conversation the other day when we were talking about Trump being charged with insurrection. Do you remember that conversation?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So let me share this article with you real quick. Let me do a share screen. Let me see. Boom. I think this is it right here. So according to this article right here, it says Jack Smith didn't charge Trump with inciting an insurrection. Do you see that? Do I need to blow it up?
Yeah, I can see it. And it talks about why he did. I guess it says why he didn't, which I'm not sure why he didn't.
Right.
Or according to this article, I wonder what they're going to say.
So, okay. So let's see what it says. So it says, because I was trying to find, because I know I remember I said nowhere did they charge Trump with insurrection or even attempt to charge him with insurrection. If there was anybody that was going to charge with insurrection, it would have been Jack Smith. And Jack Smith, let's see what it says, the article. It says here, the news, former President Donald Trump was criminally indicted for the third time Tuesday. Legal experts have poured over the new revelations related to Trump efforts to overturn in 2020. So that's what he get charged with, trying to overturn or interference and all that. The 4 charges he faces and possible defenses. Special Jack Smith charged Trump with conspiracy to defraud the U.S., conspiracy to obstruct and officially proceeding, obstruction and attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights. But he didn't charge Trump with namely inciting an insurrection. Can illustrate how Smith plans to present the unprecedented case. So there you go. He was not charged with insurrection, nor is nobody planning to charge Trump with an insurrection.
Well, that last sentence is interesting. You know, he said he didn't charge him with that, and it can illustrate how he plans to present this unprecedented case, just like you said. But I'm sure there's another paragraph. I'm hoping because yeah, because I definitely want to know more.
Okay. So let's read more. Okay, so let's read more. It says, oh shit, come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do the paywall. Okay, so it says, okay, we've corrected insights and analysis from experts, lacks of insurrection charge against the former President Trump. So it says insights. Number one, when the J6 House committee formally referred Trump for criminal charges last year, insurrection was one of the counts included. It would allege that Trump was directly involved in the storming of the Capitol on J6, but included that charge would have complicated the case. You hear that, Sterling? It would have complicated. Okay, I'll keep going.
Yeah.
Or cut in anytime. Cut in anytime.
No, we're on the track here. And when they say that, when I hear that, I'm thinking that what that means is they couldn't have proved it. It would have somehow weakened their case. But let's keep going.
Okay, and been harder to prove than the broader conspiracy charges. Dennis Aftergut, a former federal prosecutor, writes in Slate that narrows increase the prospects for a pre-election trial. One of the reasons an insurrection charge could be complicated, prosecutors would have to rely on Trump's speech of the day of the riot to prove he was encouraging a riot. That kind of argument could face potentially tricky First Amendment issues. Former Assistant U.S. Attorney Randall Elazian writes in the New York Times, those legal disputes would have been time consuming and distracting because the speech could be easily characterized as a political rally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want to,
you know, what they're saying is, well, first of all, they just told you out loud they want a pre-election trial. They just said the quiet part out loud. That if we charged him with this, then that might take us more time to come up with the evidence, and it might be a stretch. And then if we do that, I don't even think we could win it, and it would eliminate the chances of a pre-election trial, which is of course what they want. They just told you straight out.
Wow. So they could have charged with insurrection, but it'll take too long, is what you're saying.
It will take too long, and by too long, I mean, from what it says, it would be after the election.
But I thought this was about justice.
Well, well, hey, you know, right, and nobody's above the law, right? So, like, I mean, nobody else
shouldn't matter.
Nobody else gets that advantage. Like, even if it was me or you, they wouldn't drop a charge on us because, like, oh well, you know, the calendar's kind of full. Christmas is coming up. You know, like, let's drop that charge. No, come on. Man.
Right. The real right. Exactly. Good point, Sterling. Good point. Right. We don't know if we can get you charged in time for Christmas. You know what? Yeah, right.
Yeah, we'll let you slide on that. But really, they want it to hurt him, probably. Even if they don't win, which when do the feds not win these sort of cases? But I guess maybe if they hurt him enough and he doesn't win the election, then they don't have to worry about him pardoning himself, right? Perhaps they fear that if the trial was after the election, well, we wouldn't be able to damage Trump enough. And if he won the election because we didn't damage him enough, he could then pardon himself on them later charges.
Yeah. Well, damn.
But also, if you think about it, I'm not sure, but it would be hard to charge somebody with an insurrection charge when he wasn't even there. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody who got them January 6th charges, they were there. Like you know, inside the building, like climbing on the windows and breaking through the walls and, you know, acting crazy. Trump wasn't there.
Right. And it's funny because MD brought up Enrique of the Proud Boys, and Enrique wasn't even there, and he got locked up. Like, you know,
is that right?
Yeah, he got locked up. I guess based on a conspiracy charge, but he wasn't physically there. He was not at the J6.
Okay, so that's interesting. That's interesting. Because like I remember hearing parts of that speech, and he's like, and we're gonna go down there, and we're gonna go to the Capitol building, or we're gonna you know, whatever. So it sounds like a political rally. And then like he himself didn't show up, and I don't know, it might be tough to prove it, especially without him being there. They couldn't even prove it against Alex Jones.
Right. Yeah. Good point.
Because Trump picked Alex Jones. The word came down to Alex Jones, so he says Trump wants you to lead the parade of people, you know, to the where they break in, not the White House, the state, where they break into, what building was it?
The Congress, the House. I just say House State Building.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Trump wasn't the one in front of the line. You know, he wasn't marching those people down there. He wanted Alex Jones to do it.
Right.
And they didn't even charge Alex Jones. So how are they going to charge Trump? I don't know.
Right. And did you hear that AOC wanted Clarence Thomas to recuse himself because Clarence Thomas' wife was at the J6 rally. Did you hear about that?
If I heard about it, I forgot about it. Yeah. If I heard about it,
I forgot about it too. Yeah, they're bringing that back up because they don't. Yeah, they're protesting, saying they don't want him to look at the case, but Clarence Thomas wasn't there.
Mm-hmm,
so why would you want him to recuse himself if he wasn't physically there? They're like, oh, well, his wife was there. Okay, and but I don't know.
Well, that's interesting. Was that the end of the article, or we got anything else on this one?
Okay. So you want me? Okay, so let me. So do you want me to continue with this article, or do you want me to keep going? Because I got some more.
I'm not sure. If it's really long, we don't have to. But
all right, let me. Yeah, because I mean, hell, okay. Let me read a little bit more. Then let's see the chart. Oh, wait.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the next one is the chart. I guess these are listing the actual charges, but let me see. So the charge of conspiracy against rights, a civil rights law that prohibits trying to deprive someone of their right to vote, can serve as a more straightforward stand-in for an insurrection charge, which is rarely brought in court, but conspiracy charge, on the other hand, has been successfully tested. Okay. So, okay, I'm not understanding that. Conspiracy against rights. That's still not in it. I mean, they're saying it's a stand-in, a more straightforward stand-in for an insurrection charge?
Right, because I mean, I don't know, but it sounds to me like conspiracy is a little bit more vague, perhaps. So it's maybe easier to convict someone of a conspiracy to do something.
That's right.
I guess. I don't know. But if they thought they could win it, they'd have charged him for sure. I feel sure. But what's interesting, and I don't know if this is the right time to mention it, is when we were having this discussion about whether or not he was charged with it, and now we see that he wasn't, but we also see that at least 2 states got him off the ballot.
Right.
So we were debating about whether he had been charged and whether that charge would keep him off the ballot. But he hasn't been charged. But so how did he come off the ballot?
Right. And I think now I will give Colorado judges credit. They say, you know what, we're gonna suspend this or stay this decision until the Supreme Court makes the final decision. Maine, on the other hand, she just held. I felt like Trump was involved in resurrection. Let's take him off. So,
Bingo.
I mean, yeah, Deacon said that's a great question too, by the way.
And who makes the decision? Who makes the decision in that state? You said she. What's this person's title? Because I think it might.
Oh, Secretary of State.
Secretary of State of that state.
Yes.
Right. So, I mean, so as long as you can find one Secretary of State that feels like you partook in an insurrection, they can just keep you off.
Right.
That's all you got to do. Nah, come on. Nah. You don't even have to be charged or convicted, and yet you're penalized. No, that doesn't sound right.
That's why the other states are saying, well, we can do the same to Biden based on the Hunter Biden laptop, even though he hadn't been charged. Huh?
Is that what they based it off?
Huh?
Is that what they based it off of? Hunter Biden's laptop?
Yeah. Well, not only Hunter Biden's laptop, but also the border crisis. They're saying that's a breach of his duties. Allowing
I heard them try to frame that as inciting an insurrection. Like
I've heard that too.
Yeah. Because he's not handling the job at the border, then he's also inciting an insurrection. Which I'm like, I mean, like
Right,
that.
he's breaching our security with the border. That's a breach of security. That's security
Sure,
breach.
sure, sure, sure. And I could see it phrased that way better. But
Okay,
when you say like because he like it almost made it seem like the article I read, I'm sure we'll get to more, was that he's doing it purposely to incite an insurrection, right? Inciting an insurrection is something that you do purposely. You know what I mean? It's
right.
not like, oh, you slipping on your job and then therefore and this could be and maybe one day and no. I just felt like it was a big stretch. Like if that's what the charges are against or the allegations are against
Right,
Biden.
right. So, um, so Sterling, we got that one. So let me see. Did you want to go on the list of the states that were talking about kicking Biden off?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But I got a phone call. Hold on one second.
Okay,
It
no
might
problem,
take a
no
minute.
problem, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, no problem. Okay, man. Shout out to Deacon. Shout out to Twin. Shout out to Sterling, man. Shout out, man. Where MD at? MD must be driving, man. Again, man. I don't know why these people call me at almost 10 o'clock. You know how many loads I can get before 10 o'clock? Like, come on, man. We got to get together, man. We got to get together. Um, I gotta make call to the dispatcher and see what the hell's going on, man. Y'all hold on one second, man. Let me call the dispatcher. Yeah, Cornell West. Yep. Let me make a call to the dispatcher real quick, y'all. You know. Clark. Hey man, these people keep calling me about stockpile, man. They're like, I don't know why they wait till now, man. This is crazy. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So okay. Hmm. Yeah. Right. That's what I was telling the guy. I told him he got to call you. Damn. I told him he got to call you the night before. That's what I told him. I told Chris that. Man. I don't know why Chris calling me almost at 10 o'clock. Man, I said, man, shit. Okay, I will. Okay. All right. All right. Simple. Okay. Okay, y'all. I apologize, man. Um, last minute, damn, man, shit, contracts and all that shit, man. We got to do this. Truck drivers, we got to work. We got to wake up early. We got to beat traffic. And how I do it, how I've been doing it, is I get to my job destination an hour before I'm scheduled to be there. All this doing stuff at 10 o'clock and the day trap. No, that's a waste of diesel. Now if we were, yeah, time is money. Now if we were under a Trump economy, I would consider it, Deacon. If we were under a Trump and that we had the Trump gas prices, then I would consider it. But because we're under Bidenomics right now, no, it'd be a waste of diesel. But again, I was able to do these kind of stuff under Trump, because gas prices being cheaper, and like I said, I could kind of, you know, things can go a little bit further under Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I done made, my profit margin was much higher and greater under Trump. So again, yeah, I can't do no last minute stuff. Now, when Trump did get back in office, then I'll be able to just, hey, y'all, I got to go, man. I got to go make some money, but I can't, not under the Biden. No, just let's do this tomorrow. Let's do this tomorrow. Okay, let's do this tomorrow. Okay, Trump is the way. Yes, well, according to my, yes, Trump is the way. So, let me get to the next article here. So these are a list I'm gonna share with y'all. These are a list of. This is by Newsweek, by the way. Let me blow this thing up. Let me blow this up. Let me blow this up. Okay. Okay. This one's got a paywall too, I think. Let me see if I can bypass it. Give me 1 second, y'all. See if I can bypass. Okay, full list of states wanting to kick Biden off the ballot. So this is our reason why we came, because of this title right here. But I still got some good articles that are real juicy, real juicy. So these are a list of the states that wanting to kick Biden off. If they're saying, look, if y'all want to play that game, we can play that game too. And let's see. So several Republican officials have voiced support for removing President Joe Biden from their state ballot in the 2024 race after Colorado and Maine moved to challenge Trump's candidacy in the GOP primary. Last month, the Colorado Supreme Court ruled that Trump's action in connection with January 6, 2021 riot at the U.S. Capitol, when his supporters violently protested 2020 election results and tried to block Biden's electoral college certification, constituted a violation of Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. The court therefore decided he should not appear on the state's Republican primary ballot. Maine Secretary of State Shannon Bellows also removed former President Trump from the ballot, citing the 14th Amendment sections. Trump is expected to remain on Colorado. Okay, so Trump is expected to remain on Colorado's primary ballot as a U.S. Supreme Court hears his appeal. So they stayed their decision. The 14th Amendment states, and I believe it's the same thing with Maine also. Maine is going to stay until the decision is made, because the Trump campaign has appealed it. So anyone who states the stoves to defend the Constitution and engages in insurrection or rebellion, which, again, there's nobody even charging Trump with insurrection or rebellion. Jack Smith was the only one that was going to consider it, and he did not, because it said it was going to take up too much time. Imagine that. Permitted the whole. Okay. All right. So Sterling, you're back. Okay. So yeah, these are a list. Okay.
I can't see the list though. Like it doesn't.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Is it sharing the tab? Okay. This thing, my computer's slow. Why is it?
No, it's good.
Okay. So let me. Is this a paywall? Let's see. Continue reading. Okay. So let's get to the list. Okay. So we got Texas Lieutenant. Okay, so Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick has floated removing Biden from the state's ballot, citing his handling of the influx of migrants. We just talked about that at the U.S.-Mexican border during the Fox News interview in December. So we got Texas. Let's scroll down. We got Missouri. Missouri Secretary of State Jay Ascott has suggested he may move to have Biden removed from the state's ballot if the Supreme Court allows Colorado and Maine decision to stand. So Missouri saying what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let's see. So we got okay. So Florida. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No,
Florida. Well, was Missouri's reason the same? Did Missouri list a reason?
Missouri's reason was okay. Here's their reason.
Their reason was they did it over there. How come we can't do it over here? Like, it's what it sounded like, you know?
That's just Missouri's reason. Exactly. Right. So Texas is saying, look, because of the border crisis, but Missouri's saying, look, no, y'all doing it. Okay, we can do it too. That's what Missouri's saying.
I mean, yeah, at least in this article. I mean, did they even mention like the border crisis in this article there? Or it just seemed like for Missouri.
Oh, from
I know
Missouri.
Texas.
No, it just says what happened. What has happened in Colorado, Maine is disgraceful and undermines our republic. While I expect the Supreme Court to overturn this, it's not. Secretaries of State will step in and ensure the new legal standard for Donald Trump applies equally to Biden. Okay, so he's saying, look, if you can do this to Biden, you can do this. Do this to Trump. We can do this to Biden.
But like, is that equal? Because what they did, what they're doing to Trump is claiming that he encouraged an insurrection, right? And now are they saying that Biden did that, or are they just saying, well, if y'all can have the effect of getting Trump, then we can have the effect, and it doesn't matter, if our reasoning is valid or not. It's just a tit for tat. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that like Colorado and Maine had good reasons, but it seems to me like I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, right? It's messed up, right? It's messed up all the way around, and that's why I hope the Supreme Court makes the right decision and just throws it out. Put Trump on the ballot. If you don't like Trump, don't vote for him. If you don't like Biden, don't vote for him. It's simple. I mean, it's not. Let's stop with the shenanigans.
It's silly. It's silliness. It gets sillier as we scroll down. But yeah, let's keep going.
Okay. So let's go to the next one. So the next one is
Florida, right?
Florida. Okay, so Florida. Do I need to blow this up? Wait, hold on.
It's a good side, bro. It's good. I can see it.
Okay. So, oh shit, hold on. Okay, so Florida. Oh shit, maybe bring it down just a hair. Okay, yeah, just a hair. Okay, so Florida. Okay, that's Missouri. Now, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who is challenging Trump in the Republican presidential primary, has also said his state may consider removing Biden from the ballot. And what is his reason? This is just going to be a tit for tat. Oh. So he just said it. There's no shame. Huh?
This is exactly what they are. They are like dry snitching. Like they are saying the quiet part out loud, telling on themselves. Like, oh my god. Yeah. But okay, maybe because when we started Texas, at least they presented like some sort of evidence. Like, that's right. The border, and then Missouri was like, nah, if they're doing it, we'll do it too. I'll have what they're having. I'll have what they're having.
Yeah, I have what he got. I ordered the same thing he got. Right. Yeah. Good point.
Now they just saying, yeah, we're gonna do a tit for tat. Oh, we're gonna do a tit for tat. Is that? Oh my God! Which of course they would. Like, who wouldn't see them? Who wouldn't see this coming a mile away? But let's keep going. Sorry.
All right, let's keep it going. Okay, so that's Florida. So Ron DeSantis just said tit for tat. That's his reason. So let's go to Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. So we got 3 states. And one of the states I live in Georgia. It says a coalition of conservative lawmakers from Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania, which Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania are swing states. No. I'm sorry. I apologize. Georgia is not a swing state. Arizona and Pennsylvania are swing states.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So let me clear the record up. Yeah, Georgia is not a swing state. I'm gonna say that again. Georgia is not a swing state. Arizona and Pennsylvania are very crucial swing states. They have double digits in their electoral numbers. And go ahead.
Well, yeah, and I don't know if it depends how you categorize a swing state. Like, if they expect like the numbers for Trump versus Biden to be within like a 10% margin, they might throw it in on the map on CNN as one of those states that you follow as their 10 swing states. But yeah, I think as of recently, Georgia has flipped the switch, right? And it's more democratic in the last 4-8 years, something like that. Oh. Yeah, drop the link for underrated.
Yeah, sorry, underrated. I thought I had dropped the link, man. I'm dropping another one, man. I just dropped another one, man. You can come on up. Because I know you got some stuff to say about this. You being from New York, because Trump is talking about doing a rally in New York, but we'll see. Okay, we got underrated. Okay, join us. Hey, underrated, what's going on, man?
So
Good morning to you. Peace to you and the other brothers and your families and the people in the chat and your family.
I like that. I like that. What you got to say on this, underrated? What you think so far?
It's the same playbook. Monkey see, monkey do to me. Of course, they want Trump to be in and everything. I mean, like, see, for me, originally come from New York, born and raised in New York. I already know about Trump. I mean, like, I don't want to talk about, but it goes to show that people said, power to the people, but we see people, despite there's laws, it's for the people, but we find that it's not for the people anyway. They're abusing it. Oh, it's like this. I can't get what I want, so I'm gonna have a hissy fit. And these are grown people. But see, what make them more dangerous? What make it dangerous? They in important positions in politics, and that's the sad thing about it. We need to talk more about it. I'm gonna talk more about my channel in the coming months this year, and it's been going on for a long time. These people they're warning people that act like babies. I can't get what I want, so I'm gonna screw you. And I don't care. And I'm gonna stress this law, this legislation, much as I can, because so it goes to let me know the Supreme Court is the highest court in the land, right? Am I correct? Supposedly,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, but they want, AOC wants Clarence Thomas to recuse himself because his wife was at the rally. Not Clarence Thomas, but Clarence Thomas' wife was at the rally. So go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but they've been doing this for a long time. Why you didn't say that years ago? If we remember, Clarence Thomas was part of the one side that was into the 1992 bill and other things. Come on, really, and I'm happy that you're talking about it because it's very, very important. Because ain't that many people don't want to deal with this. But I'm saying that they telling you, look, if you're not being aligned with what we do, despite it's wrong, this was going to happen to you. So it let me know that some people in this USA is fickle-minded. We gotta call it as it is. They are fickle-minded. They know what's going on. Whatever it is, they want to keep it. They want to let it go because they line up with dirty money. All money is good. All money is not good money. All politics is not good politics. So the way I look at it like this, that now the Republicans, you know what they doing. When I'm talking about the ones, the Republicans and also Democrats, you know exactly what they doing. Are you going to have the law, the good for the people? I ain't mean to answer that because the answer is no. I don't know why I asked that.
is who going along for the people? Repeat the question. I'm sorry. Repeat the question.
No, I try to ask myself a question, and I said, is the people going to really stand up for the rights of what the government's supposed to help them? I changed the question a little bit, but I had to say no. I said why I asked that question because we already know what the outcome is going to be. So basically, it's like, what's the use? I'm saying, what's the use for me? What's the use?
To me, it sounds very familiar. To me, it actually sounds like an eye for an eye, blood for blood.
Yeah, it is.
If you take one of our reds, we're gonna take one of your blues. You know what I mean? And it's pretty gangster. It's pretty gangster, and it's like, but they're not. I don't think they're thinking about the long term. They're thinking about getting revenge right now. And when does it end?
Yeah, and so go more your point though too, and then it's, but see, it's a lot of things go through my mind. So bear with me. This it's for me. It's just that that what y'all talking about it is so revealing and it's true right now. It's right in your face, yo. I ain't talking about the ones in the chat. I'm talking. We listen outside. Listen what the men, listen what the brothers are saying. They reading it right there. It's right there in your face. And then if you cannot define for right or wrong, you know what? Something wrong with you, man or woman. Something wrong with you. It is.
Man, that's I'm glad you're here, Darkness, because I got another article that it'll probably if those articles me and Sterling just did piss you off, this last article is gonna really piss you off, brother.
Okay, piss me off. Let's get it out. Let's
Okay,
get it out.
get it out. Okay, I'm glad you're here.
Get it out. I gotta get it out because I'm traveling later on. I can get it out, and that's something that I could talk about later on too. Please.
Okay.
I like piss people off. I do, especially I know it's right.
Sterling, I'm gonna jump to another article, so I want to share this. Yeah, I'm gonna jump to another article because I got my man's here because he's revved up, so I'm gonna definitely I want to share this while he's here. I don't want him to go nowhere. Okay, so
I like his energy. I like his energy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Good. Oh yeah. So, as you know, Trump he has a case here in Georgia. Y'all heard of
that's my father born and raised in they father born and raised in Georgia.
Okay. So we got a case here in Georgia. And y'all know about Fannie Willis, right?
She's the one that brought charges against Trump for like trying to meddle and find some votes in Georgia. Is that right?
Yeah, that's her. Yes, sir. That's her. Yes. Okay, so could Fannie Willis allegations sink Trump case? Legal experts weigh in. Fulton County will be disposed in colleague's divorce case. So let's see. It says here allegations. Can y'all see that? Yeah, okay, so the allegations are salacious. Arguably the most famous district attorney in the country hired her romantic partner to help prosecute a former president and then profited from the arrangement. But if true, will they derail the election interference case against Trump? That's a question. Let's see. Legal experts were split on whether the claims could have far-reaching implications into the high-stakes racketeering case, but some said they could be personally problematic for Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis, who is at the center of the storm. The motion filed Monday by Trump co-defendant Michael Roman alleged that Willis and special prosecutor Nathan Wade had been engaged in improper clandestine personal relationship during the pendency of this case. It is also contended that Wade had paid for lavish vacations that he and Willis took with the money his law office was paid for his work on the election interference case. So explore Willis allegation energizes critics for Fulton troll probe. So some experts thought these allegations could complicate or even stymie the case against former president, while others in the legal community dismissed the idea. Former DeKalb County District Attorney Bob Wilson declined to comment on the allegations, but said DAs, particularly those pursuing such a high-profile case like the Trump prosecution, have to be exceedingly careful. Everything you do must be done according to the law, said Wilson, now a private attorney. Everything who works on the case like this must conduct themselves at a highest professional level. Otherwise, you can become the issue, and that can derail your case. Y'all can cut it anytime.
I'll let the brother go first.
Okay. Darkness, you there? Or yo, who want to go first?
No, I'll let the brother go first.
Oh, okay. Sterling, I think he wants you to go first.
Okay, so she hired somebody she was messing around with.
Right.
And they worked together. He got paid. he used that money he got paid to take them both on a vacation.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, no, but like,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
this is the lengths that they will go to, and this is that tit for tat that we're talking about. And they don't care if they're playing fair, because did Trump hire anybody from his own family to work in the White House? Did they profit? Did Ivanka and Jared profit hundreds of millions of dollars allegedly? You know, and so they don't care about being fair. They don't care about justice.
Yeah.
They care about winning. They care about winning at any cost. And on another note, what we're talking about is getting them off the ballot for the primaries. Right? So we're not, from what I understand, we're not talking about getting Trump versus Biden, that ballot. That's not the ballot in question.
No.
We don't know who's going to be on that ballot yet because we're still in the nomination process.
Right.
The ballot they're talking about is to keep Trump off the Republican nomination ballot.
Right.
And to keep Biden off the Democrat nomination ballot. So I just want to clarify that.
You already Sterling, you dropped off, man. Come back on, man. Damn, I see the look on your face, darkness. God damn. Damn.
I mean, like you went to that. I mean, you might as well go all the way. I mean, if you having breakfast and dinner, I'm being comic today. I'm gonna be a smart ass today. I mean, you might go all the way. You stressed the law already. I mean, like, listen, look. My late father is saying,
go all the way where?
Yeah, you got your merch.
Like, my late father is saying, why are you gonna steal all the cookies in the jar, but you gonna leave one in there?
I gotta drop out and come back. My bad.
Okay.
So I'm saying, go all the way.
Right.
Stress the law.
Okay.
Y'all been, come on. I mean, I mean, we get mad at it, but it's comical. We see what they doing, and we talking about the nomination.
Right.
It's not even. We ain't finished January yet, and you're starting already. Y'all love. I said, you know what? Y'all love them. Y'all love them dirty cookies. Y'all do. Yes, y'all do. Y'all love them dirty cookies, do you? Right? But see, y'all fail to understand that one day it's gonna be a worm in that jar. Y'all gonna get bite. You'll get bitten, and you might not recover.
Yeah.
They understand that. And like I talking about Georgia, my father was born and raised in Georgia. So Georgia always been conservative.
Yeah.
Always been conservative.
Absolutely.
Always been red line conservative. Now, you know, go to. I thought that if you in politics, right?
Yeah.
If you go to lunch or dinner or whatever, especially if you're working on a case, that's like a violation, right?
Oh yeah. Oh well.
Okay, I thought that's all I was right? Okay.
But you said go all the way though, darkness. You
go all the way,
right? You said go all the way.
You're violating already. Go all the way. Why you stop right there?
Interesting. We got your back, Sterling. We got your back.
My bad.
I mean, you, like I said, I know the brother ain't heard me. Yo went to breakfast or lunch or whatever it is. You're in policy. You're violating already. Go all the way. And then you think about it. I can understand for congressman, congresswoman, or maybe for the presidency. But a nomination? I'm being honest with you. When I travel tonight, I hope I had some. I might have to get some spirit water to maybe to drink some, maybe to come to reality with this. Over a let me help me, brothers, right now, and even in the chat, we talk about a nomination, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
God. So if it was a nomination, God. So we all content creators, right? We might as well go for be YouTube of the year. We might as well break the laws of YouTube if it's gonna be like that. But again, we deal with wicked pay over nomination, and like I'm saying, and they like the brother was saying, it's not even kicked off yet.
Well, it does make me question like their motivations. I mean, because like if they know it's going to go tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat, and if this could reach to all 50 states, and if they could keep Biden and Trump off the ballot, that's not what they want.
Right.
That is not what they want. I'm convinced it's not.
Right.
So what do they want? And
You know,
maybe they have thought this thing through, because all right. So for example, if Trump is off the ballot in a few states of the nomination ballot, he could still win.
Mhm.
Same with Biden. As a matter of fact, the RNC would probably convince all those other nominees to drop out, and because their candidate isn't being treated fairly.
Mm-hmm.
And all those candidates, Nikki Haley, DeSantis, they're all saying this is not fair. Even though it would help them as a candidate, they're saying no, this is not right.
Yeah. I was thinking this just now, and I want you to understand what I'm saying. Maybe they don't want Biden because quote unquote, he's a second generation DC Democrat, and Trump. We ain't gonna talk about Trump. Trump, what it is. It just maybe they just want a certain politician that they could pull strings with.
Nikki Haley.
Maybe. I mean, maybe the establishment of quote unquote politician is done. I'm just thinking. It's just an opinion. I'm just thinking maybe there's people from the church that starts with a Z. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show respect of your channel. Start with a Z. Maybe they politics is not being pushed. So they asked them, you be for along with us, and we can give you some of that good old cookie and good old chips. And once you do that for us, I'm just saying. Oh, like you said, it's something fishy, right? It's a nomination, but it could be something bigger. I'm just saying.
Well, and what you're seeing here, and this is where I really need to do some research, and I hope we get into it, is what can keep you off of the nomination ballot versus what can keep you on the actual election ballot.
Yeah.
Because it seems like, from what I understand, the bar is much higher to get you off of the presidential election ballot on voting day, on election day. Right. There's got to be an insurrection. It's got to be pretty much like being a traitor to your country, right?
Right.
But if they can't achieve that, then maybe the key is just to keep you off the nomination ballot so that you don't get on the election ballot. Right? Am I breaking up? Can you hear me?
No, you're good. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, and
So,
I never thought of that. But I never thought of that because, and that it would make sense. Like if they can't keep you off the election ballot, the first step is to keep you off the nomination. Don't let people vote for you so that later on they can't vote for you.
Right.
Interesting.
But the thing is, that's a good point what you're saying. So now the question is to go more that the election committee and the nomination committee. The question I would ask them: are y'all working together to make sure the laws have been pushed fairly?
What's up, MD?
That's the thing.
And if y'all
Because
are
if not, that means they coexist, and then when they coexist, that's dangerous.
you know, and if you are working on that, just make sure you're not fucking the person you're working with, because
Right.
apparently that could be a problem. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Absolutely.
that's messy. That's messy apparently.
Yeah, it is messy, man. It is messy. So yeah, that now what's going to happen is that Fannie Willis is going to be she's going to now be the center of attention. Her and Wade Johnson, they're going to be the attention. Like, this is juicy. Don't you agree, MD?
Yeah. Why are you looking such a manner? I'm the one that told you about it.
You're right. I was late, man. Like I said, I had a lot going on, but I'm on it. I'm glad because I wanted to tie everything together. I think you missed the part where all the states were doing a tit for tat if they take Trump off the ballot.
Yeah. I just jumped on. I don't know the context of the conversation.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
But yeah, when you talk about Fannie Willis, yeah, I mean that's devastating for that case. I totally agree.
Explain why, MD.
Because you're looking at a possible now. You're looking at a possible conflict of interest in terms of the strategy of the prosecution. And that shits on the credibility of the prosecution in itself. Not necessarily anything got to do with the case, because it don't got nothing to do with the case. But in the terms of a conflict of interest, like I said, when I say possible conflict of interest, meaning that the defense can argue overlapping intent in regards to
Right.
who she, because remember, Fannie Willis appointed to be in charge of the case.
Yep, Jack Wade. Yep.
And if he clapping the cheeks, that gives incentive for him to get special perks like being able to prosecute the case. So that's a potential conflict of interest. You know, the defense got a strong argument. And if they can prove that, they could just outright file a motion to dismiss the case. So it's devastating for Fannie Willis. I agree. You ain't gonna get no argument from me. Again, my argument is the case in itself. The other shit is nonsensical to me. But if you do stupid shit, you're gonna get stupid results. What Fannie Willis did, if true, is stupid.
What do you mean if true? They got the records. They got.
Black Son, you know how I operate. I don't go by. I need to see what's going on in court.
Right. So what? Right. So what's going on right now, MD, is that they have several private investigators digging up flight logs to trips to goddamn Florida, to the goddamn Napa Valley, to the goddamn Norwegian cruises. Oh, they already. A lot of times they already I played the other day. They already have the information that they're offering to bring out. They already have it.
Well, once it's offered, it's fair game. Until then, all I can go by is speculation.
I got you.
That's all I can go by.
Cool deal.
But if true, it's devastating. And shame on Fannie Willis for being on nigga shit, if that's true. Because that's what it is, nigga shit.
No, you think Trump wasn't fucking people in that White House? Bill Clinton was fucking people in that White House. Look, I mean, I think the issue is that, adults are fucking, and it wasn't like she was fucking somebody from the defense. Like, if she was fucking one of Trump's lawyers, you know what I mean? Like, that would be like, oh, well, that's a conflict of interest. But if she's fucking somebody on her own team, which it didn't really say they were fucking, it was just like alleged inappropriate conduct. Like, who knows what that is? Who knows what that is?
So politically correct is alleged sexual conduct. So I'm saying, like,
what it is reverse gender persuasion. What I mean by reverse gender persuasion, remember, gender persuasion is a conception that predominantly females use their sexual prowess to advance their way, whether it be career-wise, whatever the situation may be. It's reverse gender persuasion in the fact that this dude basically fucked his way to an assistant DA position. And that lets you know the type of person Fannie Willis is. Like, remember, Fannie Willis is very successful. She fit into the stereotype of how most misogynistic denialists would equate female, or let's just say let us keep it in the terms of the black society, where the role reversals have changed based on the adequacy of career transition from men to women. And like I said, if this is a true situation, it fit the bill. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's not married. Highly successful in the political stream, in the sense of dealing with this case. She has bolstered a position where she could, after this Trump case is over, hypothetically, she can pick and choose where she want to go in the political spectrum. So she fit the bill.
Does anybody, it sounds familiar that we know?
What you mean?
In office.
I mean, it's a lot of examples. He talking about Kamala Harris, but it's a lot of examples that you can go off of, not just that. I mean,
I'm just putting it out there generally. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
well, I don't consider Kamala Harris black, so there's that. Now she probably shrouded herself in blackness, but I don't consider her black. But that's neither here nor there. In terms of but I get what you're saying. But hell, look at a who's who of black politicians, especially female politicians, and you can, copy and paste. You know what I'm saying?
And I guess what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And like, if you are in a position of leadership and authority, you probably shouldn't be, fraternizing with your colleagues beneath you, right? I mean, that's not professional. And they got on men all the time about that, fucking your secretary and whatnot, because you might use your power of persuasion and your role in authority to like make them feel like they have to have sex with you. You know what I mean? So I guess it's being reversed at this point. But I would say
exactly
people like her, people like James Comey, and people in this situation will feel like they can make a name for themselves, right? Like, I'm going to be the one that prosecutes Trump. And like, I'm going to use that to bolster my career. But you got to be ready for what it comes with.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're saying here that the ethics policies could disqualify the case.
Well, again, like I said, if you're gonna look at it as far as ethics, it could be a possible. Like I said, ethics wise, you can't disqualify a case based on the ethics of the person that's
not according
prosecuting or defending.
Hold on. Not according to let me see. I'm reading it right now. Okay, so let me bring it up. Okay, so it says here, Andrew Fleischman. Let's see what he says about it. Okay, so let me do a share screen. Okay, so Andrew Fleischman, a criminal defense attorney in Atlanta, said that if the allegations are true, the arrangement would be clear violation of the state bar Georgia's code of ethics for lawyers. If you are giving money to somebody who appears to be unqualified and they are giving you some of the money back in the form of summer vacations, then you financially benefiting from your prosecution. He said that is a conflict of interest. Let me scroll down. Okay.
And that's what I was arguing.
Okay.
If you're gonna go off the ethic, the clear cut decision would be conflict of interest. Now that ain't to say that's just like saying, okay, your lawyer or the defense attorney is an asshole.
So shouldn't Fannie and Wade recluse themselves because of
they should. I agree with that. They should.
Okay. That's all.
If they want to save the case. But here's the thing, though, it's more to it than just fucking each other.
Oh yeah,
we're talking about the money.
Yeah, I didn't
possibly being used from Fulton County. That's what I'm talking. Now, if that come out, it's over with.
Talk about it, MD, because I was going there. Let's talk about it.
If that comes out to be true, this case is over with. Because if you're gonna talk about ethics, and if you're gonna bring up ethics, it's more an ethnically sound argument that county money was being used for the shit that they accused of more than anything else. Me personally, I think if it was just about the sexual relationship, I think they can ultimately overcome that by recusing themselves from the case.
Oh, gotcha.
Or Fannie Willis appointing somebody else. Like Fannie Willis at the end of the day is the DA. You know what I'm saying? But what she would have to do is appoint somebody new to the case. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that would hurt the case as much. It's the Fulton County money that's gonna be the bomb. You know what I'm saying? If the defense can come up with an argument based on evidence to prove that, it's over with. You can kiss the case goodbye.
Yeah, that's true. And go more on that point though too. That's taxpayers' money, and that actually people have voted her in. And so, this is the thing about the people of Fulton County. You know, if y'all listening right now to what we're saying, y'all need to come out. Y'all need to come out in numbers and get her off. Because that's not good. That's not good.
Man, this is Atlanta, bro. You know how many mayors and public officials we done had in conspiracy cases? Man, we used to it, bro.
Oh, remember? Hey, MD, I'm glad you brought that up. You remember when the two sheriffs, one sheriff shot the other sheriff in DeKalb County?
Durham Brown. Of course I remember.
Oh, I know you remember that shit.
Hell, we can go along the list. Bill Campbell.
Right.
I mean, we got a laundry list of that shit. That ain't nothing new.
Shirley Franklin.
Hell, shit. We got a laundry list of that, man. We used to it.
But you know, I've seen a case recently. I felt like some true crime like cases. I don't know why, something's wrong with me. But there's a couple that I enjoy. And anyway, what happened was the defense, like these court appointed lawyers, you know, a public defender or whatever, like they got accused and it was proven that they had leaked some evidence, like to the media, like some crime scene photos and whatnot, right? And what the judge did was she said, all right, y'all are out. The case goes on, but we're doing two other court-appointed lawyers to take y'all's place, right? But here's the problem. There ain't no other district attorney that you can replace her with. And even if you pass it down to the assistant district attorneys, that's her. She's still on the case. That's still the state. I think ultimately she wouldn't even necessarily have to recuse herself, but she might have to resign.
Oh, damn.
Well, again, if we're talking about ethics, that would be up to the Fulton County that would be up to the Fulton County District Board to decide that.
The bar, the bar would decide, like, if they want to take her license and stuff like that. But it could be up to her. She could receive a lot of pressure, not only just to step down from the case, but to resign, because you can't. Even if you step down from the case, you still on top.
It's still a conflict of interest. That's what you're saying.
Well, but that's the thing, though. Technically, she's in charge of the case, but she's not going to be the lead prosecutor. The dude who was clapping her cheeks was going to be the lead prosecutor. That's what I mean by conflict of interest.
But
at the most, huh?
But that's
the money part is separate. That's why I put them separate.
Okay, gotcha. We over clapping the cheeks part. We over that, right? We over that.
Yeah, but okay. No, I'm saying let's just isolate that incident. At the very least, she would have to recuse. Now, she would have to replace who's going to be lead. He wouldn't be allowed to even be a part of the case no more, based on the potential conflict of interest. You know what I'm saying?
He would have to resign too.
Well, that's a whole separate thing as far as what the board would deem unethical. I mean, yeah, it's possible. I ain't saying it ain't. But I'm just looking at it from an isolated standpoint.
But with the money, they looking at criminal charges, though, MD.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah, because it is a criminal charge.
Yeah, that's misappropriating funds.
Exactly.
Well,
So we know it, and it's a precedent that this has already been done. So of
It's already
course
been
it's a
done,
criminal
right?
charge.
Right, Chicago. It happened in New York. It happened in goddamn
It
California.
happened in Atlanta.
It
Well,
happened
I mentioned Bill Campbell. Remember Bill Campbell
yeah.
was funneling millions of dollars from the Olympics. Millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? And balling. So yeah, it's already been done. So yeah, but like I said, you have to treat them separately versus ethics versus criminality. And if they prove that she was going on trips with this Negro using Fulton County funds, yeah, it's over criminally. It's over.
Damn. Damn. There y'all have it.
Wow.
There y'all have it.
what a mess. What a mess.
Man.
Yeah, if you
Over
think
nominee.
what do you say?
Over
What'd you say?
nominee.
But like, if you think you're gonna step up to the plate and make a name for yourself and go against like the biggest powerhouses in the whole world, and they're not gonna dig up some shit on you, whether it's true or not, whether they exaggerate it or not, and by the way, just publishing the story taints their record. It puts a lot of pressure on them just by publishing a story from anonymous sources. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they'll be facing a lot of pressure to step down, step aside, and maybe even fully resign. I don't know. That's crazy. I hadn't heard that part yet. That's crazy.
Darkness, you got another window open in the background? Because again, background noise.
I hear it a little bit.
Yeah, I heard a little bit too. Yeah, I was getting a little feedback. Okay, it's
Now,
gone.
now, I popped up here for this because you know I'm fair and balanced.
Oh, I know.
I take this. I give shit on both sides.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear that idiotic statement made yesterday in the appeals the appeals court yesterday by Trump's lawyers? Did you hear what he said?
What he say?
I got to get your take on this.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit of it.
They asked the judges, the appellate court judges asked Trump's lawyer if SEAL Team 6, if Trump ordered SEAL Team 6 to eliminate his political rivals, does that fall under immunity? And I forget I believe it was Sauer. He said, yes, it does fall under immunity. The only people that could get him out would be through impeachment and conviction through Congress.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because yesterday, yesterday, I'm glad you brought that up. Yesterday, we talked about insurrection charges against Trump, correct?
I mean, you alluded to it, but that I never said that. I gave my answer. I gave my answer. I said, I don't know yet. That's what I said.
Okay, so let me bring up an article.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He missed out on all that we went over.
Yeah, he missed out on all that. Yeah,
he missed out on a lot.
Hold on. What happened?
You missed out. So there are no pending insurrection charges against Trump. Are you aware of that?
I never said that. So you missed out on what I said.
Okay, what did you say?
I said in his conspiracy charges, if you read the actual indictment, not what's being speculated, not what's being touted. If you read the indictment in its totality, and we went through this already, Black Son, that when you're dealing with the conspiracy charges, I'm talking about the DC case, no other cases. When you look at the indictment and how they reference within his charges of conspiracy within the indictment, they specifically mention insurrection. I never said he was charged with insurrection. I never said that. But I said based on his, I think the specific charge was the conspiracy to damn, what was it? See, I'm driving. Y'all be killing me, man, during the day. The one where it's talking about obstruction of a election, something like that. They specifically in the indictment reference insurrection based on the charge of conspiracy to obstruct a election, official election, or official government something. I never said he was charged with insurrection. I didn't say that.
We still
But
can't
they
hear you.
allude to insurrection within the
mic.
charge.
Refresh your mic. We can't hear you.
What happened?
I
You
can't
talking to
hear
me?
him.
Oh, my man, you talking about me? Yeah. Okay, I had it off. Sorry about that. Okay.
Now we can hear you. What were you saying?
So I said, I
now I heard
never said that he was charged with insurrection. Never said that. What I said was, in the specific charge under the official indictment, I believe the specific charge was obstruction to damn, what did I just say? Obstruction
Right,
to
we got you.
something about an official government or official elect, something like that. They
Okay,
specifically allude to in the indictment insurrection. They say the literal term insurrection in the indictment.
okay, so I'm
Never
glad you
said he
brought
was
all
charged
that.
with it.
I'm glad you said right. So he was never charged, and they don't have any pending charges. So, with that being said, I read earlier, you didn't see at the beginning of the show, which is the title, basically Texas, Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania, which is a swing state, Missouri, and Florida, they're saying they're going to do a tit for tat. I'm sorry. Texas said no. I'm sorry. Texas said they're going to do it because of the border. They're going to take Biden off the border, off the ballot because of what the border. If Trump gets taken off the ballot from the Supreme Court. Now, the rest of the states said we're going to do a tit for tat.
Well, I already told you, Black Son, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it.
Right, neither does. Right, go ahead.
I remember the conversation a little bit being about like whether or not we talked about like whether or not he was charged and what exactly he was charged with, and then like was that going to be enough to keep him off the ballot? And we like at that point, my brain didn't even comprehend that there are different insurrection charges. So there would seem like it was like one that was like incitement of an insurrection against a government or a state, which they chose not to charge him for that. Instead, maybe they didn't. You say that it was maybe like conspiracy of insurrection?
The charge is not conspiracy insurrection, conspiracy to obstruct an official government proceeding or some shit like that. What they're talking about is when the specific charge is related to J6.
Right.
And they specifically mentioned insurrection in the indictment. I never said he was charged with insurrection. I said they allude to insurrection based on what the charge is.
It's definitely mentioned. But basically, since you missed it, they chose not to charge him with inciting an insurrection, or I forgot the wording of it. You'd have to bring it up because it would take too long, and they wouldn't be able to get him through get a trial before the election. Yeah,
so there goes right there. Why Jack Smith didn't charge Trump with inciting an insurrection. So basically, Jack Smith said it's going to take too long. They told on themselves. It's going to take too long. We ain't got time. We got to hurry up and rush this thing.
By the way, if there was overwhelming evidence, it wouldn't take too long. They'd have had it already. The reason it's going to take too long, that's what they're going to say, because they don't have the evidence to prove the case.
So with that being said, I got to pose the question: what's the difference between, and this is just all opinion. What's the difference between conspiracy to obstruct the official government proceeding versus insurrection? Like I said, I don't know the answer.
One is conspiracy. Conspiracies are easier to stick, where actual insurrection, you got to actually show step by step. You got to show his speech. You got to prove without a shadow of a doubt. Whereas the other one, the conspiracy, you don't have to prove without a shadow of a doubt. So one is actually easier, takes less time. Conspiracy takes way more time, and they would not have enough time to convict him of conspiracy before the election.
So does one or the other not prove conspiracy? I mean, just asking. Does one or the other not prove insurrection if that's the ultimate?
No.
I think the question is. I think the question is: would one of them keep him off of the ballot? Like if he got convicted of inciting an insurrection, because this seems like what we were debating the other day. I could be wrong, but it seems like we were debating like if he did get charged with that, or if he did get prosecuted with that, would that be enough to keep him off the ballot? And it sounded like to me, whatever, but guess what? It don't even matter because they're keeping him off the ballot just by one person, in some cases, claiming that they felt like he was involved with the insurrection. So it don't matter whether he got charged with it or not. They're trying to keep him off the ballot for being involved with an insurrection, even though he hadn't been charged with it. Am I right? Did I get that right?
Yep.
Yeah, I get your point, but again, we got to go back to the understanding of what the 14th Amendment say. It never specifies conviction. It just don't. That's why you have Colorado and Maine doing what they're doing,
and that's
and
why
it's
you
legal.
that's why you have the states doing the tit for tat, and that's legal.
It can't be a tit for tat if you're not basing it on nothing constitutional. I don't see what they basing tit for tat on. Like what are we talking about?
I can make the same argument with Trump. It's not constitutional.
You can't make, because they're specifically telling you why. Whether you agree with it or not is not the ultimate factor. It's something that they can point to.
That's why
all I'm saying is you have to point. I'm not saying that you can't do it. Point to me the U.S. code, the state, the amendment, something in the Bill of Rights specifically telling me why you're doing it.
Right, and again, I can make the same argument for Trump. You can't.
I think you missed that point. You missed my point.
No, I see your point. I just don't agree with it. That's all.
I said you don't have to agree with it, but at least they got a reference.
Give me. So does Texas and the other states. They have a reference.
Well, what is their reference? I'm saying that because I don't know.
Okay, well, let me bring it up for you.
Yeah, we went over this. It's very interesting. It's great questions because it's all buried in the legal jargon and the wordage and but it's a lot. Basically, Texas said that. Well, we should bring up the 14th Amendment, like he said, that part of it, and start with that, I guess. Because
Okay. So this is Newsweek. So y'all want to start with Texas?
We can.
Okay, let's start with Texas. Okay. So Texas, let's see if they're violating any constitution. Let's see what's going on. So Texas.
That looks like a different article, don't it?
Let's see. Look like they got more. Hold on. Oh shit! Hold on. This is the one I thought wait, Newsweek. I thought this was the one.
It looked different to me, but you could.
Yeah, it does look different. Like they be switching up shit.
I forgot the article that the last one was. Can't remember.
This one says, "Oh shit! Hold on." Damn. Oh, man.
I don't want to try to quote it because it's like the details are in the exact wordage, so I don't want to misquote it.
Okay, so maybe I clicked the wrong site. Full list of states wanting to kick Biden off the thing. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, so let's do that again. Boom. Oh gosh, it seemed like there's more. Oh Jesus Christ! What the hell?
Maybe somebody in the chat can tell us.
Now, Black Sun, I remember you saying something about Texas was trying to get Biden and I'm paraphrasing. Was making the claim of Biden being disqualified because of
the border,
compromising national security because of the border. I totally get that. What I'm saying is, give me the statute that says that because the president is compromising national security, he's disqualified from office. That's what I'm asking for.
Right, and I'm asking for the same thing with Trump.
14th Amendment.
No.
What do you mean no?
No. Were they using the 14th? Hold on. Let me.
Again, I'm not asking for you to agree with what it say. I'm just asking you for something that say something.
Okay, for some reason I can't pull up this article now. This is weird as hell.
I don't want to. I'm tempted to paraphrase it for you, MD, but like the devil's in the details, so I want to make sure I got it right too, because it's such a little tricky. It's tricky. I don't want to misquote it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need something specific in terms of disqualification of the president. At the very least, they have that. Again, I'm not saying that you have to agree with it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is they gave me terms of disqualification. In order for me to play tit for tat, I need something that specifically say A, B, and C disqualifies you from running for office or holding office. That's tit for tat. Other than that, you being butthurt and you coming up with stuff. And I'm talking about on the Republican side.
Okay, so let me share this screen here. Share screen. It says full list of states. That's it right there. Okay. So, boom. Okay, so Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick has floated removing Biden from the state's ballot, citing his handling of the influx of migrants at the U.S.-Mexican border during the Fox interview during December. Seeing what happened in Colorado makes me think, except we believe in democracy in Texas, maybe we should take Biden off the ballot in Texas for allowing 8 million people to cross the border since he's been president, disrupting our state, he said. So this is what he's saying. So I'm sure he can find the damn how that violates. You disagree with that? That's Texas.
If he can find it, cool. And then we playing cat and mouse. If he can't, then it's political battle.
Okay, so Missouri Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft suggested he may move to have Biden removed from the state's ballot if the Supreme Court allows the Colorado and Maine decision to stand. What has happened in Colorado and Maine is disgraceful and undermines our republic. While I expect the Supreme Court to overturn this, if not, secretaries of state will step in and ensure new legal standard for applies equally to Joe Biden. Okay. So there you go with Missouri.
Applies
Florida.
Equally.
I'm still looking for the statute that deems a disqualification.
Okay, so he said, if not, secretaries of state will step in and ensure the new legal standard for that applies to Donald Trump will apply equally to Joe Biden.
But what is the new legal standard? I'm confused by that.
We will find out when the Supreme Court makes a decision. We will find out if they don't rule in Trump's favor. We will find out whatever they use against Trump, they will use against Biden. That's what they said. This is what the Secretary of Missouri said. Now, let's move to the next state. So we got 2 states. We got Texas, we got Missouri. Oh, wait, is that Missouri? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think you're
Missouri. Right. Okay, let's go to the next state. Florida. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who is challenging Trump in Republican primary, has also said his state may consider removing Biden from the ballot. This is just going to be a tit for tat, and it's not going to end well, he said during the campaign, even last week. You can make a case, and I'm actually looking at the floor into this Florida right now. We can make a credible case against Biden because of the invasion of 8 million migrants. Again, I don't think that's the right way to do it. Shall I keep going?
A case for what?
I mean, you can, but I guess the farther you go, the more of my question will get asked. It hasn't been asked.
They're going to put inquiries in, and they're going to goddamn apply whatever. So we hope that the Supreme Court make the right decision, because they're cocking their guns right now. Now we got Arizona, which is a swing state. We got Georgia, the state we live in, and we got Pennsylvania, another swing state. Guess what they're saying? They said a coalition of conservative lawmakers from Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania, 3 critical swing states in the general election, have signaled they plan to try to remove Biden from their state's ballot.
Okay, 2 points. Go ahead. I thought you were finished. My bad. Go ahead.
Aaron Beinstein of Pennsylvania, House Representative Cory McGarr of Arizona, House of Representatives, and Charlize Byrd of Georgia, House of Representatives, wrote in a statement that Biden is 100% not eligible to run for political office according to Democrats' interpretation of the law. Let me keep it going.
What law? Which law?
Hold on. Democrats' insane justification to remove Trump can just as easily be applied to Joe Biden for his insurrection at the southern border and his alleged corrupt family business with China. And they wrote.
Okay, so you finally answered my question at the end. You finally answered it.
Yeah,
so they wanna charge Biden with insurrection based on the influx of migrants. Do you think that let's throw all political jargon out the trash? Do you think that's gonna stick, Black Sun?
Do you think the damn thing with Trump gonna stick?
No, I don't. But here's the difference. Here's the difference.
So that's all they're doing is a tit for tat, because all this stuff is not going to stick. It's going to come down to Biden versus Trump, and Trump's going to slaughter Biden. That's what is going to happen.
So because you slap me, I slap you back. Basically, is what's going on.
If you want to take it, that's what they're saying. If you want to take it, that's what.
Okay, all right. That's
Texas.
Okay,
Arizona,
cool.
That's what they're saying.
Okay, all right. Like, again, that's asinine to me, but hey, that's beside the point.
Well, I feel like indictments are asinine to me.
It's just like, it's really funny how all of a sudden the crisis at the southern border, the problem at the southern border, is now some sort of an insurrection. Like, when have you ever heard them like attach that word to what's happening down there?
That's exactly my point. Exactly my point.
And we went through this, but that's the thing. Don't expect them to play fair. They're just going to stretch as far as they can. And like they said it out of their own mouth. Well, if there's a standard of any way that you can get Trump off the ballot, we gonna get Biden off the ballot. Yeah. Whether he actually committed an insurrection and whether it's equal or not, they don't care. They're just like, if you get him down for any reason, then that means we can get him down for any reason. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Right. Basically,
and like I said, I don't disagree.
We're going to do what the Secretary of State of Iowa did, because she had no standing. Now, Colorado, they had judges. They went through a procedure. The goddamn Iowa Secretary of State, first of all, it's the Congress that's supposed to be doing that type of stuff. But you know. So they're saying tit for tat.
All right. My second point. Let's talk about Georgia, because that's where we live at.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned a congresswoman that's leading the charge there. Who's the Secretary of State of Georgia, Black Son?
Ratzenberger.
Raffensperger. Do you think Raffensperger, by the way, is in charge of elections in Georgia and the nomination? Do you think Raffensperger going to take Biden off the list of nominations?
If they take
based
Trump
on his history with Trump.
I'm saying if they take Trump off, they will take Biden off.
But ultimately, it's up to Raffensperger. Nobody else. Ain't nobody else got that.
He'll go along with it. Yeah.
Huh?
He'll go along with
it. He'll go along with it. You think that?
Yes.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on that.
Look how it started. It started with, let's prosecute our political opponents. Let's lock Hillary up. Then let's lock Trump up, and let's lock Biden or his son up. That's how it started. And then let's use that as a reason to keep them off the ballot. Right. But then it even goes, this is what I'm talking about, the slippery slope, because it sounded like for a minute we were about to get into, and also if their political opponent gets taken out,
right,
they can just pardon themselves. So this is what we're going to.
That's why
that's
what Trump lawyer said yesterday.
Yeah, but Jack Smith, okay, so basically what you're saying, MD, this shit's gonna be what you're saying, you guys, this shit's gonna be drawn out, because now we gotta do all these hypotheticals with, okay, what defies immunity? Well, this defies, that shit's gonna go, that shit is not gonna be done before no goddamn election.
Well, the immunity thing will be done within the next couple of weeks. Hell, it might be done by the end of this week. But what else did they need to hear after that crazy shit that he just said yesterday?
Because they're gonna go back and forth. I can
only imagine the judges in the back room after that hearing yesterday. This motherfucker's crazy.
The whole plan really is to just drag this thing out. That's really the whole plan. I'm looking at hindsight. I'm looking at the bigger picture. The bigger picture, like you said, is all about time. It's all about timing. They're not going to get no conviction of no insurrection from Trump before the goddamn election. That's what it comes down to.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's not the point I was making, and I agree with that. But I'm just saying. So this is what basically being said, Black Son. We gonna play batshit crazy to stretch out this as long as we can.
I'm
Because
just
that shit yesterday was batshit crazy.
And
It just was.
Yesterday, what we talking about when we say yesterday? What happened?
The appellate hearing was yesterday for the immunity case, for the immunity proposal. That was yesterday. Sauer, one of Trump's lawyers, was the head facilitator in the defense. So basically, it was like a hearing. It wasn't necessarily, because they had to take the immunity case to the appellate court in Washington. So you had a tribunal of judges asking a series of questions to Trump's defense as to why he was garnered immunity. One of the judges asked a specific question. All they did was give a scenario. They said, let me draw out a scenario. As president, if Trump had ordered SEAL Team 6 to take out one of his political rivals, whoever it could have been, based on presidential immunity, would he have been immune? Because, now this was a caveat. Because it was an order to SEAL Team 6, that means it's a presidential act.
Sure.
According to Trump's defense, any presidential act garners presidential immunity.
Bingo.
So the judge asked him if he ordered SEAL Team 6 to take out one of his political rivals, based on the fact that he ordered it, that deems it a presidential act, does that garner presidential immunity? And Trump's lawyer said yes.
Yes.
The only way that it could be tried is under congressional impeachment and conviction, but not criminality. So he said criminally it wouldn't have been nothing, but they could have, but through ethics, Congress could impeach him, but he can't be charged with it.
Amazing.
That's some of the craziest shit I've never heard in my life.
Amazing.
And that's why, and from this is my opinion, the craziest shit will be the longest shit to drag out. The crazier it sounds, the more that shit gonna drag out, because it really they're splitting hairs at that point. They're gonna be splitting hairs. That's all that. As ridiculous as it sounds, I agree with you, MD. It sounds ridiculous. That means that shit gonna take a long time. That shit ain't gonna end in no goddamn week. It ain't gonna even end in a month. Shit, that shit gonna be drug out.
It's gonna be drug out. And
Yeah.
I think that if the system was fair, I might say, yeah, that's their goal, to maybe drag this out a little bit. But at the end of the day, the Supreme Court leans conservative. And if the Democrats weren't worried about that, then they wouldn't be trying to get Clarence Thomas to step down.
Facts.
So
Keep in mind, two of the judges in the tribunal yesterday were Trump appointed. Matter of fact, the judge that asked that scenario was the Trump appointed judge.
No, was it?
Yes.
No.
Oh my God.
No, that was Obama appointed judge.
In the appellate court?
Yeah.
No, bro. They specifically said it.
I'm not sure. I missed it. I don't know. But gosh, what a mess. Oh my God.
It is a mess, brother. It is a mess. So then go ahead. No, go ahead.
You go. I gotta think. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay. I gotta do the same thing, man. So then, MD, let me ask you this question. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna ask you, man. Oh fuck, man. I had a brain freeze just now. Oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna goddamn ask.
It's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
It is a lot, bro. It is a lot. Damn, what was I gonna ask MD as far as the cases related to damn, I forgot what I was gonna ask, man. Shit, because I had shit.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna think of some questions because my head is spinning.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Damn. Okay, so I can take that down. Okay, so I guess we straight on the whole states taking down Biden. I think we straight on that. Damn.
but see, that's the thing. When we were discussing this the other day, we were like, oh, what could keep you off the ballot?
Right.
And we were so short-sighted, if I recall correctly, we were just considering the election day ballot. But that's the thing. When you dig into it, we never really talk. I never really thought, well, are the standards different to keep you off the nomination ballot versus the general election ballot? And I still don't think that we've clarified if these type of shenanigans would work on the election day ballot, right? Could a Secretary of State keep you off the election day ballot, or is it
No,
because
no, 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 no. It don't work like that.
right?
So
I would go ahead.
So each Secretary of State of each state has to have a nomination list in by a certain amount of time, right? Once that nomination list comes in, then the primary election ballot is posted. Now let's give an example. Let's say, hell, I don't know. Let's say Trump was on the nomination list and he won the Republican nomination, and now he's on the general ballot for president. Let's say hypothetically, some shit happened, and let's use the example of the insurrection. Insurrection happens in between that time, and Trump is charged, convicted. Let's just say in a matter of 2 months. Hypothetical, he will still be disqualified based on Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. What would then end up happening is we would have a special election where we would go through a whole new Republican primary. You could be disqualified at any point in time. But that ain't got nothing to do with the Secretaries of State. The Secretaries of State, their only job is to formulate the list of candidates. That's it. And they're in charge of their elections in each state. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, y'all. I wanted to because we said something earlier, man. I don't mean to switch the gears like this, but I just found something that just popped up relating to the why. Oh no, I want to share this with y'all. This is I just found this.
Speaking of insurrection, Black Son, I thought you was Mr. Worldwide. You ain't Mr. Worldwide. How are you not up here talking about what's going on in Ecuador right now?
Oh, tomorrow's Arena Abroad is tomorrow, right?
I mean, I guess.
Okay, so I'm still within my legal means. I'm still
all hell done broke loose in Ecuador right now.
I know that. I mean, we still got tomorrow. If I remember, Arena Broad's on Thursdays. I ain't forgot about Arena Broad now. That's my thing. That's my thing.
It's good for content creators when it's just too much to even talk about. You're like, when you're planning stuff for like tomorrow and Thursday, like that's good. That's good. And in a way, it's probably bad too for the country. I don't know, but it's fun to talk about. I appreciate it.
Well, I didn't want to overload, like that's why I try to keep the domestic and the foreign separate, Sterling, because sometimes it's overload, man. Because MD will tell you, man, I love doing international. I love international.
When you pull the sticks out on the news broadcast, that's an insurrection.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. They totally gangbanging on there, man. They wilding out. Yeah, they wilding out, brother. That's a real insurrection. I'm glad you brought that up, MD.
Yeah, that's some cartoon shit right there. You doing the news, and that thing, you get bombarded.
Right.
By the dudes in bandanas with shotguns and rifles and shit. Like, what the hell going on?
Right, that's a real insurrection. But you know what? I tell you what. We could do it later on today. How about that?
I'm down. I'm down because is it a coincidence? It's just everything's happening at one time, and is that a coincidence, or do they bombard you with 4,500 pages of these new Epstein documents at the same time that all this stuff is going on? You know what I mean? Like, and because those documents just dropped within the last 48 hours.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And I think those documents, the Epstein's is the goddamn slow down Hillary Clinton, because Hillary Clinton was on a Trump's Hitler campaign. She's like, let's not saying that Trump did it, but I'm just saying it slowed the Clintons down. It slowed Hillary Clinton down. They took their page down. They're out of the country. They're just like, we don't want to talk to nobody right now. They don't want to talk to nobody. Hillary and Bill, because Hillary and Bill were on that goddamn list several goddamn times. So yeah. So the Clinton machine is out of the race.
Been out. And yeah, you're right. They can't even show their face.
Mm-mm. So that was a brilliant chess move. I can't say if it was Trump or whoever goddamn, that was a brilliant move. Bringing out the Epstein.
The judge released it.
Right. And by the judge releasing it, Bill and Hillary Clinton took down their social media. They not talking to nobody, and they're in Mexico. That is a fact.
Well, what I'm saying is I don't necessarily look at it as it being a strategy. I mean, the judge basically declassified the documents of the case.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that we all know Biden is not running the country. Biden has the Hillary Clinton machine and the Barack Obama machine behind him.
Bingo.
Well, the Hillary Clinton machine is now disabled. Now he only has the Obama machine behind him now, is what I'm saying. That's a fact. Because he had both machines behind him. The Clinton machine is out. They're out of the race right now. They don't want to talk to nobody right now. They took their goddamn social media down, which is a fact number one, and they're in Mexico right now. They don't want to talk to nobody right now.
Yeah, and that's my fault. But Deacon's right. One subject at a time. I just meant to say, like,
I agree.
There's a lot going on right now, and you do have to separate it. And it makes me wonder if they drop it all on you at one time. I don't know. But
Deacon, ain't no one subject at a time. What Angel Snow never say? It's too much going on.
It's a lot, and it's unprecedented. So you have to dig into it with an open mind, because you're seeing this play out for the first time. There's so much of this is like the very first time this is playing out, that we're prosecuting opponents and talking about what would happen if we take one out. Like, I mean, this is crazy.
Right. What I'm saying, Joker, shout out to Joker, 3%, hoorah. What I'm saying is that Biden is not running the show. What my theory is, and y'all can call me conspiracy theory, that Obama and Clinton's are running the show behind the scenes. So yeah, the Obama third term, I agree with that. But unfortunately, because it's a pecking order. The Bidens are being led by the Obama's being led by the Clintons. Well, you cut the head off the snake, well then guess what? Yeah, what Clintons are out. If there's any conspiracy that Clinton's behind this, they're out of the race. So they're not behind this. If that's a conspiracy, they're out.
But I still, and we went through it earlier, and I think I would still want to take a look at what was the 14th Amendment, right? Okay. And I hate, like, I beg your pardon. If it's annoying, forgive me. We don't have to. No. But I really want to know what can keep somebody off the nomination ballot and what can keep them off the election day ballot. And are they the exact same thing? Because from what I'm understanding, like the Secretary of State, like in Maine, she just determined that Trump was involved in an insurrection and made the move to keep him off the nomination ballot. Now, whether he gets held up, I don't know. But we're sitting here talking about, like, whether you're convicted of it. He ain't even been charged of it. And someone just decided to keep him off the nomination ballot. And is it going to be that easy for the election? Let's say he still wins and he overcomes it, right? Is it going to be that easy to keep someone off the election day ballot? Like, I would love to know. I don't even know if we could find that, but I'm curious.
Now, all you got to do is pull up the 14th Amendment in Section 3. It's right there for you to read.
I mean, I want to look at it, but I've already seen it, and I'm still a little bit unclear. But okay, yeah, let's do that then.
Okay.
I mean, it's clear.
Okay. Well then, all right. Well, all right. Let's look.
Okay, so let's see.
It's the 14th Amendment, some particular section, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so let me blow it up.
It's Section 3.
I think it was in that same article where you had like Texas and Missouri like up at the top, but I might be wrong.
All right, can you see that, Sterling?
Yeah, it's small, but I can see it.
I can blow it up. I can blow it up. I can blow it up. Let me know when to stop.
All right. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
perfect.
Okay. So let me scroll up a little bit. Okay, so the 14th Amendment, this is Section 3, disqualification from holding office. No person be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state who, having previously taken oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or as a member of any state legislature or as an executive or judicial officer of any state to support the Constitution of the United States shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid to comfort to the enemy. Therefore, Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability.
Well, and
So that's it. That's important what you said at the end. A lot of people misconceive what that means. What it's saying is by 2/3, Congress can remove that ability, meaning the Congress has the ability to, I guess you would say, objectively conceive what was insurrection or not, and if that disqualification was put on him, they can remove it.
yeah, they can like override it, right? Isn't that what it's saying?
Right.
Yes.
See, ain't nobody talking about that part.
But hold up, because there's a
Go
lot
ahead.
here. There's a lot here. What it says, like up in the beginning, though, it says that if you've been involved in that sort of insurrection, then you cannot be like you cannot hold office. It doesn't say it doesn't say that you can't run
What's the difference?
because
If you can't hold office, hold on, wait a minute. Hey, you tried to do the 3-card money then. If you can't hold office, how can you possibly run?
well, because the timing of it, like if they will have to prove that you partook in that insurrection, and it can't just be a Secretary of State claiming that they feel like you did. It would have to go, I'm assuming, to the highest court. And even if the highest court voted some sort of way, if you got 2/3 of the House and the Senate, you could potentially override that decision. But I'm still not clear. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Because,
so I get your point. I get your point. What I'm saying is it's literally called disqualification. If you're disqualified, you can't run for shit.
but who determines if you're disqualified?
Based on who determines. That's good. That's a good question. That's why the interpretation. No, it can't be me and you. Here's why. Because of what the 10th Amendment states in terms of everything not under the jurisdiction of the United States is then cared for by jurisdiction of the states. The states, who's in charge of the state in terms of election? The Secretary of State. That's why. It's not a federal issue.
So it can literally come down to one person to decide whether or not you partook in an insurrection. And by the way, the definition of insurrection is getting weaker by the hour.
That's right.
And so there'll always be one person out there somewhere. By the way, like, is Pennsylvania, for example, really being bombarded by illegal immigrants coming across the southern border? No, but they had a Secretary of State that was willing, or a governor who was willing to say, yeah, I want to play that I want to play ball. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put my name on that.
But the governor's not charged of elections, so it don't matter what the governor say.
Well, sure, but in some of the articles we read, like Florida, it was DeSantis who was thinking about it, right? And
DeSantis has no position to think about shit because he's not in charge of elections.
But he can appoint
Secretary of State.
All these states can appoint, right? They can do in their career and go through the proper procedure. That's right. States.
And let me tell you,
but guess who also did that? Maine. The Secretary of State of Maine did not just up and say,
so whatever
huh?
the Supreme Court decides, they're saying whatever new law comes about, the states that I've just mentioned are saying they will apply that same law to Biden.
Again,
Go ahead.
if you want to say that, cool.
Because you cannot show where Trump was engaged in an insurrection. Do I need to define what engage means?
And do I need to tell you that the simple fact that they charged him with in obstruction of holding a government proceeding, it ain't my interpretation. I don't give a damn about my interpretation. I give a damn what the interpretation of what the charge say. I don't care what I say. I can say whatever I need to say.
And that's why we have the Supreme Court. We can agree on that.
Yeah, we can.
And I would say pull up how did Maine get Trump off the ballot? Because I think
they had a what happened was it wasn't just the Secretary of State. The Secretary of State had a whole council basically exclusive to coming up with evidence providing that he was involved in the insurrection, both Republican and Democrat. And through recommendation of the council, they said that he was involved in the insurrection. That's how she made her decision.
From what I heard, Colorado did it slightly differently, and I can't.
They did. They went through their own Supreme Court,
and they stayed their decision also. Because
they didn't have a choice.
They were almost split. It was
4-3.
4-3, right. So then they said we're going to stay our decision and let the Supreme Court decide.
Well, they didn't have they didn't have a choice to stay it based on the fact that it was expedited to the Supreme Court. They legally didn't have a choice.
Right. So but Maine Iowa also stayed their decision, which like you said,
yeah, because they legally don't have a choice. When you have any type of legal precedent being set and then it's challenged, you have to stay it. Like you really don't have a choice.
Right, and they said they will abide by whatever decision the Supreme Court makes.
And they won't have a choice in that either. They got to, because it's a Supreme Court ruling.
Okay. So basically we were just talking about hypotheticals here with the damn state saying they're gonna kick Biden off the thing and Trump being so right. We're just saying we're waiting on the goddamn decision. Now, how long is that going to take, MD? That's what I want to know. Damn the appeals that thing you were watching yesterday. This takes precedence. Yeah.
I don't know how long it's gonna take. I mean,
from what I heard, like some of these states, like Maine is one of the earliest states to start voting in the primaries. So yes. I think it's like we're talking about like somewhere between like 10 and 14 days from now that these states start voting. So what they're going to have to expedite this case in the Supreme Court to get a ruling on it.
Well, that's what Jack Smith tried to do, and they were like, the Supreme Court was saying, we're going to take our time. We'll get to it when we get to it.
Well, you know what? I'm not sure because
well, that's just like the immunity case. Remember, when Jack Smith went to Supreme Court about the immunity case, they said they're not hearing it. That's why we in the appellate courts right now.
Right, and
he tried to bypass the appellate court,
and you even admitted
the Supreme Court.
And you even said, MD, with your own out of your own words on this show, Jack shot himself in the foot with that shit.
Yeah, he did. I think he should have went through the process.
He had the closest court. He had the closest court date for Trump.
Yeah, he had. I think had he went just through the process, it would have been a shorter amount of time. But because he was trying to rush it,
he was trying to rush it.
It delayed shit on his end. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right. So when y'all talk about this immunity case, is that tied in with like the documents or that's separate? I can't keep all these cases straight. Sorry.
Well, it's tied to the J6 case is what it's tied to, because they tried to file the motion of presidential immunity, and Jack Smith was like, "Ain't no goddamn presidential immunity. Matter of fact, let me prove it to you. I'm going to take this straight to the Supreme Court. The hell with dealing with the 10th Circuit Court, which what he should have did first. I'm going to take it straight to the Supreme Court and let them rule that there is no presidential immunity in this case." The Supreme Court said, no, we're not like basically the Supreme Court said this is stupid. We're not hearing it. You know what I'm saying? So they had to knock it back down to the appellate court, which we in right now. But that shaved a couple of weeks off of his process. You know what I'm saying?
A couple of weeks.
Had he just
Man,
yeah.
like in months.
No, listen to what I'm saying, Black Son. You're not understanding what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying the process. Had he went through the appellate court first, we would already been through with the appellate court case. It's not going to take long, it's not going to take long for them to rule on if he's immune or not. It's not going to take long. That doesn't have anything to do with the actual case at hand. Had he went to the appellate court first, they could have already been hearing this argument.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But because he tried to bypass the appellate court and go to the Supreme Court, that was a process that took a couple of weeks just for them to say no, they weren't going to hear it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's his fuck up.
So is Jack Smith prosecuting the documents from Mar-a-Lago? Is
not? No, not yet. As a matter of fact, I believe the J6 case is before the Mar-a-Lago case.
I thought the documents case was first, and it was already scheduled for like May.
I could be wrong. See, the original.
No, you're right, Sterling. It was, and but then Jack Smith wanted to expedite the whole immunity thing because he knew that Trump was going to appeal that. He knew he was going to appeal that.
But the J6 case was set for March.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, so
remember March 3rd. March 3rd was when the J6 case was supposed to start. That's going to be delayed now because of this.
Huh.
So I believe it was the J6 first, Mar-a-Lago second, and Georgia last.
Georgia was last?
Yeah.
And in this immunity case that they want the Supreme Court to consider, right? So are they saying that, I mean, like, what exactly is the debate? Is it that Trump could pardon himself from things he already did, things he did when he wasn't president, like the documents?
No.
What
they're saying is Trump was immune to any criminality during his time being president. That's what they're arguing right now.
Right, which would include January 6th, right?
Right.
But it would exclude any papers they found at Mar-a-Lago.
That's what I'm saying. Mar-a-Lago, this ain't got nothing to do with Mar-a-Lago. All this got to do with presidential immunity, meaning anything that he's being tried for when he was president, he qualifies for presidential immunity based on him being president. That's what's going on right now.
Got you. I'm just curious if Trump will try to argue that he can pardon himself for past, present, and future crimes when he wasn't. If he becomes the president again, or I don't know. It just.
But see,
he can. He can.
He can. That's why they're trying to. It's a time thing. That's why when we first started the show, you said it, Sterling. You said it's all about timing because, like you said, why not goddamn put the insurrection charge in there? Because it'll take too much time. Oh, it'll take too much time. Oh, really? It's a timing thing because they know if it goes past the goddamn election, they might as well just throw their hands up and just give up.
But like I said the other day, remember the president can only pardon federal crimes. He can't pardon state crime.
Let me look that up.
It's true. The president don't got no authority over the state. Black son.
So he doesn't have diplomatic immunity in the state?
Nope.
The president?
No.
Interesting. Okay.
Because he doesn't have authority in the jurisdiction of any state. All autonomy he got is federal.
Well, again, let's deal with the monies, the mismanagement of monies. Let's deal with that first because I was going to show y'all, but my damn computer's acting up. That the Fulton County, the whole Fulton County would be disqualified. Not only Fannie Willis and Wade, but the whole goddamn thing would be disqualified.
Well, yeah, like I said, they could if this shit come out to be true, like the case is gonna be dismissed.
Right.
Based on the fact that it's too much principle being lost to have any credibility within the case. You know what I'm saying?
Sterling, the whole DA would be disqualified. So it's no. Okay, I'm gonna damn take Wade off and I'm gonna assign somebody else. No, the whole district office is disqualified.
That's what I said, because you couldn't find anybody in there who is truly independent of those people at the top.
Correct.
Whereas Trump could replace his lawyers and start over. The defense can do that, but the state can't. So
Correct.
yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
So all they need to do is find some flight tickets. I mean, they already have monies being allocated to Wade. They already got that. So all they want to do is find Willis and Wade on the cruise ship or at Napa Valley or wherever together, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And they got investigators on that shit right now as we speak. They got several investigators on that.
Oh boy.
And also the lawyer is also asking to unseal because both Wade had a divorce case and Fannie Willis was involved in that. She was, you know what I'm saying? She was involved in his divorce case. So
I heard something about that, but
okay.
You
saying that's a stretch?
That's a stretch to me.
That's fine. Let's just talk about the money.
But it is like I said, based on the speculation that's going on, that don't make it not plausible. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a stretch, yeah. But like I said, they said that he was clapping the cheeks while he was during his divorce proceedings. So he's been clapping the cheeks.
Yeah, but that's gonna
according to the report.
Right.
Like I said, it's all speculation and it's all on the table. Like you can't take shit off the table right now.
Like you said, the whole ethics things with the clapping the cheeks, I understand that's one thing, but like I said, I'm interested in the money. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because that's the most important thing.
There you go. Right.
Like if I was a Trump lawyer, I wouldn't even be worried about if they was fucking or not.
Right.
If I can prove
but it all ties in though.
that they used funds.
It shows motive though. It shows motive.
It does. I mean, but like I said, who gives a damn about motive if I can prove they was using Fulton County money? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
that's it. It's a wrap. I ain't got to say nothing else.
Yeah, but sometimes people just want to paint a clear picture to see that, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? Because they could say ethically it impaired their decisions. That's
where the conflict of interest come in. But like I said, conflict of interest can be.
But they can tie it with the money, but
right.
You being unethical will lead you to goddamn misappropriate funds. I see what they're doing.
Yeah, if you could prove they was using the damn county credit card,
right,
to go on lavish trips and shit, I don't give a damn what you was doing. Right. I don't care if you were just going to go play Ring Around the Road. Your ass is through.
But that's not what
using Fulton County fund.
Yeah, but from what I heard, that's not what they're alleging. They're alleging that out of his own paycheck, which isn't really Fulton County funds. If a person earned that money once it got into their paycheck, that's their money, and they could potentially do. I don't know if it's misappropriating funds, but it might be like a quid pro quo on her end. Like, I'll give you this job if you give me that deed type of situation. I don't know.
Well, that's one aspect of it. What I saw yesterday in the report I saw yesterday, they specifically said that there were allegations that they were using county funds. That's what it said. I'm just going off what the report said.
To pay Wade, right? To pay Wade, correct?
Not only that, but to go on the trip. They said they were using county funds to go on the trips and shit.
So okay, so let's break this down. Let's break this down. Okay, so this is why the whole clapping cheeks is important. Wade, they're saying, and also in the report, I don't know if you read MD, they're saying he's not qualified to be a special prosecutor. He went from
I heard that too. I heard that too.
So let's walk this. Let's walk. He came from Cobb County as a fucking misdemeanor, a traffic violation prosecutor, right? And all of a sudden he comes over to Fulton County. Now he's a special prosecutor. He surpasses all his goddamn seniors because they can say, well, because of course he's clapping the cheeks. So he gets preferential treatment. And now she done gave him all this fucking funds because it was over $600,000 that he's paid for this case that he's not even qualified to get because of his position. Now, that could be debatable, but they're saying that he has no prior felony cases. He's a fucking misdemeanor prosecutor. How does he jump ship like that?
Yeah, that's the come up. That's the
say he went from night court to goddamn being in one of the biggest trials.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, you ain't gonna get no argument from me about that. Hey,
he went from goddamn, well, you know what, MD, we were not going to put points on your license to goddamn prosecuting the goddamn ex-president of the United States. Man, come on now. MD, we'll take the points off your license. We went from that, MD. Right. He went from, we're not going to put points on your license to goddamn major federal goddamn, man, come on now.
You know what? If he's smart, he'll claim he got Me Too'd. You know what I mean? He's a victim.
Say sexual coercion.
Yeah, he didn't want any part of this. He just had that real good D. You know, and
I was sexually coerced.
But Sterling, he didn't have to take that money though.
Win for him. He didn't want it. He was forced that money. He couldn't turn it down. Yeah.
It's hard to me too when you're taking that kind of money, $600,000. When you go from goddamn, I will make sure they don't take points off your license to goddamn, I'm about to goddamn try to take Trump down. Come on now. He was a goddamn, I won't take points off your license prosecutor. That's what he was, fucking traffic court.
And he was just happy and fine doing that. And then this predatory woman, got him caught up in some shit that he didn't even want it. He was, but he couldn't turn it down because of the political, the political aftermath of what that would cause. You see, I'm already defending this guy. I'm gonna get this guy off. not like she got him off, not like that way, but you know what I mean. Like,
right, I got you. I like your line of defense, Stern, and I like your line of defense, MD.
Hey, like I said, I can't say nothing about it. Like I said, it's all allegation right now. But if it comes out that there's clear-cut evidence of this, it's over. Ain't nothing I can say. It's over.
Okay, so let's assume it is. And let's assume he doesn't contact my law offices and he doesn't go the Me Too route. And, the whole thing goes down. Okay, but that's only one aspect of what he's charged with, right?
Right.
And it happens to be, from what it sounds like we're saying, is the one aspect where he couldn't pardon himself potentially.
Right. According to MD, it's the only case where he can't pardon himself.
Yeah, because it's state crimes. It's not federal.
It was a federal election, but it.
Right.
Well, the Georgia case ain't got nothing to do with JC. I get what you're saying, but what he's being charged with is state crimes based on the fact that it's the state proceedings of the federal election, like the fake electors and Dominion and all that. That's the state stuff. Yeah, that ain't got to do with any type of federal. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's all state.
What a mess.
Here's another scenario for you, and this is where shit get weird.
It ain't weird yet.
Well, I get what you're saying,
yeah,
but
go ahead.
Let's say, okay, because we all can come to the agreement that we don't think the Georgia case, or for that matter, maybe any other case, is going to be tried before the election. Cool. The federal cases, they are watch. You might well hang it up. The state case can still go on. Let's say, by chance, he's convicted in Georgia. Based on the fact that there is no immunity, nor can he pardon himself from state charges, there is a possibility, weird as it may sound, that he can be convicted, arrested, and sentenced to prison as the president of the United States.
Or at least the nominee.
Well, no, we're saying let's say hypothetically that he win the presidency, but the Georgia case don't start till afterwards. There's a possibility that he could be sitting in a cell or whatever the situation may be, or down on Wright Street for the time being, executing his executive duties as president of the United States. And there's that possibility. That's how weird this shit is.
I'm gonna tell you why that won't happen. Because President Trump will have the goddamn actual hell. You think the investigators about to get some dirt on now? They're gonna goddamn bring up satellites on them with the goddamn pina coladas on the goddamn. They gonna
yeah, because they'll have access. I get what you're saying. Yeah, because they'll have access. I was just thinking in hypothetical.
Hypothetically, no. I like it.
Right.
But on the flip side, are these the only state charges that that would be the only ones that he couldn't pardon himself for? If so, it makes all these shenanigans all the more important to like come out and prove. Like, I mean, if these are the only state charges that could put him away, and if the federal charges could be delayed, then he can pardon himself from those potentially, right? And perhaps not even serve a day.
Yeah, that's why I said if the federal trials don't happen before the election, and he ends up winning the presidency, you might as well dismiss them cases because it's no point. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because he'll just, if he gets charged and convicted, he can just pardon himself as soon as the judge sentences him to whatever. You know what I'm saying? Presidential pardon. Right there in the courtroom. Because they federal charges.
Did he ever pardon people who weren't yet convicted? Or is that called like a stay or something like that?
No, you can't pardon anybody that hasn't been convicted.
But can you give them a like, isn't there another legal term? Is like, because I think he gave it to certain people, he granted them a stay. So like, for example, like Lil Wayne. Did Lil Wayne get convicted? He had been charged.
Lil Wayne was in jail. He was in prison. Kodak Black was in prison. These people were in prison when they got pardoned.
Is that right?
Yeah. Lil Wayne was in prison for what? They were some gun charges.
You break it up, Indy.
I believe they were gun charges.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait.
Are you driving?
Yeah, I'm driving.
Okay.
I think they had been charged and maybe they were out. They got out on bond and were awaiting a trial that was gonna put them away for a while. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, Lil Wayne was in jail for guns, I believe. He was in federal prison for guns. And Kodak Black was in there for something. I believe hell, it might have been guns too with Kodak Black.
Yeah. That's correct.
But yeah, they was in prison at the time.
Oh man. All right, man. Shit. Kovac was convicted too. Yeah, that's right, Deacon. He was. All right, y'all. So shit. Man, a lot to take in, lot to take in. We started with the states taking off Biden, then we went off into Fannie Willis, and then man, we covered a lot. We covered a lot. Oh, don't get mistaken. I will cover that arena abroad. I will cover that damn insurrection, that insurrection that happened down there in South America. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Or was that
Now
Ethiopia?
they trying to say that that's like a cartel coup.
Right.
In what country?
Ecuador.
Oh, Ecuador. Okay, got you. Yeah, we need to cover that, and we also need to cover these 4,500 documents that I was telling you about earlier.
Oh, can you send me the list so I can bring it up, Sterling?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Put it in the private chat so I can. I'm ready to do that. Hell yeah, ready to do that. You know, ready to do that. Hell yeah. See this damn list because we had that. Hell, we might have to do it just a standalone show on that, just that list by goddamn by itself. Shit. Holy shit. Chile.
All right, fellas, man, I'm going, man. Let me head on down this road, man.
All right, be safe, brother. Be safe.
Hey, good
All
talking
right,
with you.
peace.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Oh,
looking
yeah.
for it if you got a minute.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, like I said, I'm off today, so yeah, shit. I might have time just to pull up articles today. After I get off, man, I'm gonna be pulling up articles. Yeah, I got stuff popping up. Do it today, Black Sun. Okay, 6:30. All right, I'm gonna set it up for 6:30. The arena abroad at 6:30 tonight. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let's see, damn. The best. Yeah, I got stuff popping up now, man. Breaking Hunter Biden crashes Congress. Holy shit, hold on. Oh shit, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently, you're afraid of my words. Whoa! Oh. I like to reclaim my time, Mr. Chairman. Wow, that's too bad.
Oh shit, we got Hunter Biden.
What did Hunter Biden do?
Hunter Biden is in Congress right now, or he was in Congress, but he appeared in Congress. They were questioning.
Crack out. I guarantee you.
Of course, of course.
That's
Yeah.
that's never a good idea. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Oh man. Which, by the way, and I said, like, I was trying to look for this list and send you the right document, but
Okay.
I had the same trouble that when I was looking for it earlier. It's all these documents, and all I want is the list of names, and it's hard to find. It seems it's a little bit too difficult to find just the list of names. It's all these 1,400 pages of blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So forgive me if it takes a minute, but
No, they purposely do that to try to discourage you because they don't. Yeah, they don't want that thing out there like that.
But I try hard not to like Hunter Biden. I mean, they're making it hard for me to hate the guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
He's jet setting, flying all around. He's got these women and huggers and crack, and he's just living it up. Making millions of dollars that he's not even qualified to get. You know what I mean? Giving it up to the big guy, and
Slap in the face.
Like, are they trying to make me dislike the guy or not? Like, I'm confused.
They trying to slap you in the face, Sterling. They trying to slap you in the face. That's a slap in the face, man. Come on now.
And what I really want is a Hunter Biden original artwork, a piece of his artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yes, sir.
They sell them for like $500,000. Did you know?
Ooh, I know.
and it's because he's one of the greatest artists of our generation.
Facts.
It's not.
Right.
It's not because he's selling them to Chinese dignitaries. It's not. Well, he is, but that's not why.
Right.
Like
Right.
the Chinese and the Russians and the Ukrainians have always had a good eye for art. You know what I mean? An appreciation for it. That's all. That's it. That's all.
That's a fact, brother. Oh shit.
I mean, like it's such a double standard. We were talking about that earlier. This dude can't keep up with how many laptops he's got.
Right. Oh,
He don't even know where they at, where he left them. Now he can keep up with how many grams of crack he's got.
yeah.
Did you see that video?
I don't know. I mean,
It's on-
they had 3 baggies in the damn White House. Apparently, can't keep up with that either.
Well, no, he left those there on purpose. He was coming back for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But no. In that one video, he was telling one of his hookers, he's like, bitch, don't even act like I ain't got 20 grams of crack. And he put it on the scale. And it's on YouTube. And it was like 20.6.
Yeah.
I'm like, Hunter can eyeball like 6 8-balls. I'm
Yes,
just saying.
Oh, he's an expert. He's an expert. Damn.
I'm trying hard not to like the guy, you know?
Right.
Anyway, now I'm like, do I want to find the Hunter Biden on the scale video in the hotel, or do I want to find the Epstein papers? It's too much.
It is. It's a lot, man. It's a
But
lot.
I'll tell you what I saw on the Epstein papers, because I can't get just the straight list. They make it too difficult. But it was
Okay.
a lot of what we know. Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, Donald Trump, and then there was some new ones like Michael Jackson. We had heard Chris Tucker, and then it was like George Lucas of Star Wars. I mean, it's like 200 people's names, you know, and a lot of them are like CEOs that nobody cares about. But Leonardo DiCaprio,
Right.
on and on and on and on and on.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, for no one's surprised by that. Let's be honest.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
We ain't surprised by that. But and like there's different levels to it. Like how many times your name got mentioned in these documents.
Mm-hmm.
And where? Was it the flight logs? And if it was the flight logs, did they go to his island? Because from what I understand, sometimes they would just go up in the jet and fly around and then come back. And what Trump did was go to his Epstein's private apartment in New York. So not everybody.
Didn't they clear Trump though? Didn't they say that the victims are saying, did you ever? Because they were actually disappointed because they couldn't pinpoint Trump with the victims, because the victims was like, did you ever get in contact with Trump? They said no.
I think that early on, like when Trump ran in, I guess it was 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When he won, like early on, there was an accuser who was nameless, anonymous, of course, and came out with allegations that she was underage, and Trump did these things to her, and Epstein did these things to her, and then allegedly, out of a fear for her life and threats, like she backed off of it, and so it never came to light, if it was ever true. Right,
but how they gonna say, you know? But they got people coming out saying Clinton violating them, but they can't find Trump. That's weird.
Yeah,
because they got a lot of names on there, and I mean, it's something you can't get. Because I'm sure they want Trump bad on that list.
Oh yeah.
They want to place Trump bad on that list, but they weren't able to do that.
He's on the list, but what he did is unclear. And yes, like for example, like Prince Andrew, they got that girl in a picture with him,
right?
You know, so and look, in the news is real clear to point out, just because your name is on this list doesn't mean that you was any wrongdoing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, they make sure to point that out.
So yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. But we know, Clinton, they're not there. They took down their shit.
It was a couple of videos, I think, of Clinton like on the red carpet or out at some press conference, and the journalists were just all over him.
They were hammering him. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, man.
Well, I guess that topic is neither here nor there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still not agreeing with MD on the whole insurrection thing. I'm like I said, Jack Smith had time to goddamn do the charge, and he decided no, it's going to take too long. Like justice is justice. If Trump committed insurrection, charge him with it. Don't be like, oh well, it's not enough time. That right there is a red flag for me. Red flag. So I can't buy the Trump did insurrection thing. I can't buy it.
But if it's going to be, and what I was getting at was like, if it's going to be this easy to keep them off the presidential ballot on election day, whereas like some Secretary of State could make that decision, then why did we even need Jack Smith in the first place?
Hello, right?
So I'm thinking that to keep them off the election ballot, it's got to go through the process, and once they realized that they didn't have enough for that to stick, they said, well, what else can we do? Oh, yeah, let's keep him off the nomination process. And therefore, maybe you don't. Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I'm thinking, but I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking, too. We on the same page because I'm like, yo, because they're throwing everything at him to prevent him from goddamn going in that White House, man. And like Tucker Carlson said, they throwing everything at him. The only thing left is assassination.
And we already talked. We're already getting through that. Because we're covering our bases as like, oh, well, if Joe Biden does it, and as long as he has got elected, and as long as it's still Team 6, then that's on the table too.
Wow, you know what? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
And it all starts when you start demonizing and prosecuting your political opponents.
Right.
It's a very slippery slope because literally in a week we went from talking about prosecuting, keeping people off the ballots, to assassinations.
Right.
Where does it end? Where does it end?
Man, that's why it's like, what do we do? I mean, yeah, it's just so obvious and in our face, man. Yeah, what do we do? What is the next step, man? Because it's like, I mean, they talking about taking Trump off the ballot here, Biden off the ballot here. It's like, I mean, what's the end result? That like Ron DeSantis said, this cannot end well. It cannot.
No, unless the top court is on your side, and then I think it might end well for a certain side. It might. One thing's for sure, it don't benefit the American people.
No, it don't. No,
but that was never really the goal, was it?
Doesn't seem like it. Does not seem like it at all. Because when you're reading all this stuff, it's just like it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in. And me being from Georgia, I'm really want to know about these funds, the Fannie Willis and Mr. Wade there. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I pay state taxes, so I definitely want to know that. So that right there, Sterling, is not going nowhere. I'm gonna stay on that because that affects me directly.
Right. And I think part of it would be you have to prove that he wasn't qualified. And I understand, like, he came from a lower office or lower position.
Right.
But God, I mean, I don't think at the end of the day, they're not going to have to prove it. It's going to be the allegations are going to look so bad that they have too much pressure and then they step down and stuff like that. But
Right. Well, so, okay, let's entertain that for a minute. So he was a misdemeanor. When I think misdemeanor, I'm thinking traffic court.
Mm-hmm.
There are people prior to him being there that been in that office longer than him. And you mean to tell me that's just like you got a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this new person comes and they surpass you and your co-workers. Like
I'm gonna be like, yo, she's fucking the boss. He's fucking the boss.
I rest my case.
Anything else you want to talk about? How are we doing on time?
No. Like I said, we're gonna do another show at 6:30. We're gonna deal with this this real coup, this real goddamn insurrection.
All right, I'm gonna go research Ecuador and find out what happened.
Okay.
And I guarantee you, at the end of the day, there's gonna be no fingers that point to the United States of America. You know what I mean? It's just not. It doesn't even sound like something we would do, does it?
Nah.
Not at all. All right, man. Appreciate you. Take care. Shout out to the chat. Have a good
All
one.
right. Peace, brother. Man, shout out to Joker. 3%. Hoorah. Shout out to Deacon. Shout out to Twin. Shout out to MD. Shout out to Sterling, man. Shout out to, I think I saw Josh, Underrated Darkness. Yep. And then we saw Josh. Josh, what's going on, man? What's going on? Shout out to you, Josh. And with that being said, man, we're going to close it out. We're going to close out the show. I'm going to set up another show for 6:30. So I got y'all. I got you, Deacon. I got you, Twin, man. We got you. And with that being said, man, we are out, y'all. Peace.
The Arena of